Want to welcome everyone to the Crypto Kingdom. This is London. Guys, how is it going? Let's go through Bitcoin. We have a few details to cover. We're going to go through some exciting stuff. We called a very important line. This is Crypto Kingdom. This is London. Let me set up the charts here. Boom, there we go. Nice, nice. Let me get out a few details first of all. Now, this music. Hold on one second. Let's get into the music. 2 seconds. There we go. Sorry about the music. I had to test it because we had a copyright claim. I think because we covered Floki last night or something. I don't know. They said it was a copyright issue, so I wanted to make sure it wasn't my music. I don't think it's my music that's causing the problem. If you guys are a first-time visitor, make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe. I'm a former financial professional. You guys know that. This is not financial advice. Okay, let's look at this nice hit that we had. You guys remember we called this specific. Let me get back to, where can I get? There we go. We called this specific, the last urgent, let's see where are we at, let me review this just so we can talk about kind of the whole purpose here is this critical alert Bitcoin new resistance right in here. If you guys watched that new resistance video, I hope that you did. If you don't have those notifications on, you might have missed this, but yes, this was a new line of resistance. We're going to go through it since that hit, let's just say since the top of the hit down about 7%. We'll cover the details here in just a bit. And I want you to shout out in the comments. I'd appreciate that in addition to you hitting the like button. Yeah, I think it was Floki generated a copyright claim. Sorry to the Floki crew. I thought it was good. Maybe actually I did like the music of all things of your project. I did like the music, but there that went too. I don't know. I was trying to find something positive about your deal. Weird project, Floki. I have to tell you. Weird project. Sorry about that. And I did like your music until you made a copyright claim against my channel. So, hey, it's all yours. It's all yours. Good luck with that. So let's go through Bitcoin. What do we run into? This specific line of resistance was a cross-trend line. I want to shout out to the VIP. I want to shout out to definitely all of the base campers. You guys know those are the guys who are looking to move up this year, that have goals in crypto. We're kind of a little bit of a different crowd. We have goals. If you see on the bottom right, you'll see Josh, $1 million champ, right? That was in 2021. I put him up to that challenge. He successfully completed it. Way to go, Josh. Angel on the top, invested since $7.79 in Bitcoin. This is kind of the top spot for people who are after their A game. I'll say their A game in terms of crypto, right? It can be a little bit of a brutal lesson if you're not prepared to, I'd say, employ or deploy your strategy. So we try and, I don't know, cover enough of that while still letting you make your own decisions, etc. And we just love to trade. If you guys are familiar with the station, you guys know that. Would love to hear what you guys are trading yourselves. So it's not just me talking about potential trades, and we'll talk about a lot of information tonight. Particularly, let's go over the red line. You guys want to start off with the red line, this specific cross-trend line. Okay, it is a designated cross-trend line. We'll discuss the bullish features yet again of Bitcoin currently in that ascending triangle. The hit down is not a death knell. It's not the end of the ball game. I'm going to say that. Always be prepared to operate in the entirety, within this entirety of, let's say, this ascending triangle, ascending line of support. The job now is up to the buyers, and they certainly have stepped in at this level previously. They've stepped in very, very hard along this line of support. So we're looking for the buyers to show up again. Okay, in terms of that red line, just to complete that specific thought, I saw that ascending triangle. Wanted just to kind of renew your hopes if you're long on Bitcoin. Wanted to kind of renew your hopes in terms of that bullish pattern formation. You're looking at the price action from October 2020, $10,000 to the summer here, okay, of 2021, just below 30,000. Bam, 2 hits, 1 hit, 2 hits, bam, pivots up to. We do have a confirmed cross-trend line. We showed a little bit of frustration in this preceding area here, and as we look back at the price line, as we look at the what it's communicating to us, it's just resounding, isn't it? Look at this orange line. In addition to that red line, you understand that a cross-trend line is any trend line that has a support to resistance function to it. Okay, so that is in essence what is required of a cross-trend line, and clearly we have established a cross-trend line. This is an exclusive VIP, guys. This is very exclusive. You guys know that that's how we are. We'd rather have fewer members and we'd rather have higher quality. We've always been like that. And we've become increasingly like that recently as we had some people in the back exploit some of our information or take it to Tokyo, etc., or to gosh knows where. So that's kind of the that's our MO here. We just would rather have the lower, I'd say lower overall count of people and the higher quality or the higher caliber. We just found that that's a better mixture for us as we go into 2022. With that said, if you guys know someone who you think can kind of qualify up, I don't know, if they really like to trade and you guys think, well, maybe they should be VIP, I expect you guys will invite them to join you and us, assuming you don't mind the competition. We have never minded the competition. So in terms of that, bring it on. We would love to have them join our trade group. And we're looking for good people in 2022 as we build. Looking for good people in 2022. Now, I had brought up a warning specifically stated as we look at this. Let me move this back over here. Where is that here? There we go. Specifically stated in this video, this right here, the new resistance. It was called new resistance. And it's funny, if I draw some big lines all over, it's interesting so you guys understand. If I draw some big lines, something all over a new video, everyone wants to look at it if I draw some big lines. But if I really get into the technicals, it's like there's only a real hardcore group of people that want to focus on the real technicals. This is a smaller group that can trade, a smaller group that wants to pay attention to moves like this specific new, as we would talk about this new line of resistance, cross-trended line of resistance, okay? So that was a huge feature, huge success for us to be able to at least bring that to you. Did you trade it? A lot of people want the easy answers. Like, well, there was, there was a big part of the answer, right? In terms of a line of resistance, like absolutely, that's a big part of the answer. Now, can you trade it? That's up to you guys in terms of that. That's where the group really starts to excel in my book, is that you guys are presented with the technicals, and it's up to you to see if you can trade it. That's the idea. You can actually trade it. So never overexpose at a higher price. And what's the old axiom? I've said this. I even said that around that warning. Buy at support, sell at resistance. Right? Buy at support, sell at resistance. Right? Trade your patterns and hit your targets. You guys know that. Real easy stuff as we would talk about that. Just kind of, that's kind of grade school stuff for traders. That's not a big deal, guys. Buy at support, sell at resistance. And, to the extent that we were formulating some sort of a pattern at the top here, it didn't give us a whole lot to work with. We can discuss, what we were working on in the back. Essentially, what I had drawn out last time. And unfortunately, it was just kind of the best pattern that we had for bulls. Now, for anyone who's shorted, congratulations. That's a mean short as we would look at that. Let's explore a little bit. Let me get into a kind of a rotated rectangle, see if I can pull out a rotated rectangle with a degree of specificity here. And it's an interesting, it's kind of an interesting pattern to go over. Every pattern that you have in 2022 thus far. I'm just going to say that I have reviewed. Is it maybe 90% of them? But every pattern, guys, I'll just say every pattern for the most part has been contraindicated from the lines to the candle wicks. So we have become not reliant on, but we've really focused on the candle wicks as we look at the price action. Just hugely important to the extent that we had, I'd say a feature here within like the channel formation here. We could I could suggest you guys do that with a and herein lies the caveat. Herein lies the devil's in the details. He's all over this. Look at this, guys. If we were to look at this and say, well, okay, great, we have a nice channel formation to the top. Okay, we would expect the channel formation just to carry down to the bottom side. We would expect that to be, okay, we have a channel, an amplitude move, or a measured move there. To the extent that we start to incorporate things like our candle wicks, it's just things get extremely complicated extremely quickly. You guys know that. It just we are driven into a completely different take on the market just at every step that we would like to gain some assurance or a level of certainty. And we're looking for certainty frequently because certainty essentially is a way to mitigate your risk in the market, okay? So we'll go through a few patterns currently in play now that I think buyers are picking up on. But as you would look at past that, I'd say past the specific flat line channel or, kind of a rectangle formation, we would get into somewhat of an expanding wedge towards the top. Difficult to beat. We were looking at, the ideal formation here. And again, you had to hunt through the different time frames on the lines. You had to cross section, at least I'd say achieve a cross section of, in the mid portions of the line to really get into anything that was really bullish. As we looked at this specific formation was really the best that we had in terms of that top line. And let's just pay attention to this real quickly. Let's look at that pennant structure. Was really nicely laid out for the traders, something that we were excited about participating in till the fake out to the top, right? Till that fake out to the top. Then it was like, well, could it still be respected within the context? Oh, you start to guess and hunt and jab at the price action. It's like, well, that's not real TA. That's not that's more inventive hoping in terms of the overall entirety of the next trade as we look at the next trade. And I would encourage you all tonight, if you've been a little bit weathered, okay, let's talk real quickly. If you've been a little bit weathered by the storm of this retracement, let's discuss where the rubber kind of meets the road, okay? If you've been a little bit weathered by the entirety of this, okay, let's say the last 115 days or 116, 17 days have been a little bit rough on you, I'm going to encourage you to adopt a new mentality, okay? Adopt a new mentality in terms of trading. As you learn to up your A game, to up your trading prowess, etc., in the market, I would encourage you to kind of adopt the following, okay, in terms of your rationale or your ideology. When you continually get a little bit broken up by the market, or it's a little bit frustrating, you've been weathered by this storm of the retracement, just consider the fact that this retracement is in no way, in no way, shape, or form near yet this type of an event here. Okay, so first of all, if you're new to the market, that kind of stamina that Angel talks about, and shout out to Angel, #1 VIP. And we have, I'd say, in terms of just at the top, we have AJ Crypto has been VIP longer than anybody else. Shout out to AJ Crypto in the house. Hope you're doing well, AJ. As we would talk about, so #1, I mean, just talking about he's at the top, but in terms of, there's a few different ways we would categorize our VIPs. I just say that. So Angel's been around since $7.79. He knows that this can wear on people. He brings up the idea of stamina. You've got to have stamina during this time period here. Let's just look at from that previous high of about 20,000 in 2017. If you guys look at that, that was a long road here. That was over a year and a half working on, before you got to that next high, working into almost 2 years, 2 years time frame to get back to that preceding high. Still not a new high, right? As you would look at and cover through all this back to another existing level of 20,000. Pre-existing level of 20,000. You're looking at 2.5, 3 years, guys. You're looking at a long time frame. So I'm just going to re-encourage you right now. The best way to handle a bad trade, if you just had one, is the following: next, NEXT, next. What's the next trade? Right? That's the easiest thing that you can look at. I think the most productive thing for you to focus on. If you had a bad trade, what's the answer? Next. That's it. Next. What's the next trade? All right, and what is it? Or what's the next level of support? What's the next level of resistance? What's the next pattern? What's my next target? Bam. Never lose focus, guys. Never lose focus on that. So I just want to encourage you tonight, if your solution feels like, well, I'm kind of down, well, we're going down again, I'm just going to encourage you that your solution needs to be next. What's the next? Okay, buy it, support, sell it, resistance. Trade your patterns, hit your targets. What's the next? What's the next support? What's the next resistance? What's the next pattern? What's the next, as we talk about, what's the next target? So a lot of those may coincide as we would go over those. But I just want to encourage you guys, next, that's fine. Just be bulletproof, guys, in that regard. Let me have a sip of coffee real quickly. All right. Now, in terms of this specific formation here, we have something interesting. I'm going to bring this up to the group. I want to bring it up to you guys. We're a little bit advanced here. We can handle this stuff. Now, let's go to the daily time frame. Now, this most recent hitch on the daily, this most recent I've inverted the price for you. Okay, I want to invert that to the extent that we achieved really a lateral or just a horizontal pivot on the 4 hourly. I believe. Let's check the 4 hourly. Yeah, it is almost perfect on the 4 hourly. That's very, very important. Okay, I want to talk about what this provides us. We're inverted for a reason, because I want to give you guys a little bit, just a touch of a kind of a different viewpoint into what we're looking at here. If we're looking at something along the lines of a wedge formation. Just want to bring this up to you guys. Want to bring it up without a doubt, a wedge formation. I bring them up on an inverted scale because they have a little bit of a different impact. You would say, well, this is a falling wedge. It's supposed to break up at some point, but we would expect it to, like a falling wedge, to operate in the entirety of maybe even this zone here and not ultimately operate as a strong, movement or continuation pattern. So I bring that up always to challenge what are your biases in the market. This is, as I talk about the pattern, I talk about next, and we talk about, okay, we have an ascending triangle. I do want to bring up the fact that some people in the market right now are, okay, due to this preceding price action in this zone, are viewing this specific formation as more of a rising wedge, okay? And on the daily, I'm going to say this, on the daily and the 4-hourly, it's contradicted, or it's contradicted by the notion of this specific line here, this specific pivot here, okay, in that it doesn't carry through to the entirety of that resistance, okay? And I just gave you some perspective in terms of flipping the, inverting the scale, so you guys can review that on your own time. But do take a look at this, because the market right now, as you're looking at what's the next level of support, okay, what's the next level of resistance, what's the next pattern, what's the next target. I want you guys to be prepared with the fact that the market is currently assessing this, and it's a very vague pattern. It's not ideal in terms of the actual formation. We would like a wedge to be something like this, something with a real nice slope to it that's heading up, but it's just the wrong formation. There's no there's no real like a nice channel to the upside. We would just like a nice channel with the resistance support, and the wedge, we're just not real wild about. I'll tell you the classic, the flatter. We'll talk about this. The more flat that you achieve the top line resistance, the more the market is going to view it as an ascending triangle, okay, with an ascending line of support and a flat top resistance. I'll do some more little work on this in terms of the presentation of this and try and guide through kind of like on a day-by-day basis on Bitcoin, just to keep you guys in the mix, okay? I'll continue to review this pattern framework. This specific hit was outside, and that hit was right at that and just over. It was a little bit disappointing, but just over that 100 moving average, okay? Let's take these extensions kind of off the map just for a minute. Let me hide these extensions. Let me see. Here we go, extensions. Let me get those off and clean up the chart just a bit. Now, and you just understand that we would have expected, were this to be really considered, and I'll just have the discussion with you the same way I would analyze it, just on my own time. And currently down, 2.4% to 41,422. Nice to be over that $40,000 mark. That $45,000 mark is really where we're heading, ideally for the bulls. Okay, so in terms of this specific line of resistance, the fact that we copped out a little bit here in terms of this just kind of the horizontal nature of the hits. And on the daily, we do have 2 hits here that are horizontal. You see that cutting through the middle. That's important for the traders. The fact that the most recent two pivots here are horizontal is important for the traders. So I'm just bringing things up that you should find indicative and important as you assess the pattern formation of Bitcoin, as you do your own TA assessment, etc. Not to give you the ultimate answer necessarily right now, just to walk you through kind of the diagnostic routine that the top traders are viewing right now in terms of the market. I know that's you, so yeah, that's the proof. I just say that is the proof right there that you guys are reviewing it along with me. Just know that. Okay, so enough said about the top traders in the market. That would be you guys and me, etc. This channel. So. Angel, hope you're feeling better. If you're in the audience, I hope you're feeling better. I know you've been down with kind of a bug or whatnot. Hope you're not going long term with that, brother. Hope that's it's been a couple weeks now, I think. Hope that's not a long term situation for you. Hope you can get better there quickly enough. Not another few weeks, but maybe a couple hours would be good. We're looking for you to break free from that. As we look at the preceding notion here in terms of the warning that I issued, and I just decided to make it put it in that context in terms of the warning in this specific Bitcoin new resistance, and in terms of those TA, when you listen to that specific video, I did in no uncertain terms express it as a warning, and the following warning was just, or the warning that followed that statement was that we may want to revisit this top line resistance. You guys know that the top line resistance to confirm it as support, okay? And part of the equation is we look at the price action, that has continued to retrace to that prior resistance. What I always tell the VIP, and you guys know this, is show me a prior resistance and I'll show you orders. Is it not the answer that you want necessarily? Well, the people with orders at this level are excited. The people who have, let's say, orders along a different line of support here, or that line that are lined up along, let's say, this specific line here. All right, if you would talk about what is your next target here, or your next level of support here, first of all would be your preceding level of resistance. Okay, so that's I'm glad that I was able to let you guys know. Warning, just a little bit of a warning. Congrats anybody who hit a short. Congrats, good job, guys. As we would talk about just selling at resistance. It had frustrated previously a little bit more so than it did this time, but within the framework, it's just this red line has been a little bit of a bear, literally. So looking at this preceding line of resistance to confirm as support, we're looking at a price target of 40,504, 40,504. Okay, with the ascending framework here of these hits on the line, I'm going to say on the candle. Let me say on the candle wick. On this specific line of support, we can say on the specific line of support. What I definitely encourage you to go to go into the details and to snap this to grid, etc. Probably a little bit more time that I'll spend here. I'll do a quick draw, but to the extent that the market is looking at a channel function to the upside here, this would be kind of a renewing thing, where we to be able to see price action conform to something in line with a channel formation to the upside. This would be a very natural expression, a very kind of a power hit, where traders would be expected to come in normally, and it is a bit contraindicated in terms of the notion that just underneath, as we would look at a real standard channel in terms of wave formation, as we would look at that, just pay attention, please. Okay, as we would look at a standard wave formation up through a channel, i.e. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within a channel formation, just a basic pattern growth structure to essentially get us up and out of this specific ascending triangle. Okay, the basic channel formation to get us up and out of that formation seems to still be intact. Okay, the move to the upside, that parallel channel function, not as aggressive as it could be, right? Could just be a straight line shot to through the roof, but we do have this line of support along the lower level, so that's an important line that the market is definitely paying attention to. And let's just discuss. Let me actually go in, and I will do this because I encourage you guys to do it all the time, and if it's too difficult to do it, I should encourage you to do it. Let me go through this real quickly. Let's go through the specific framework here. Let's go into this. Let's go into, and you're going to have some differentiations. I can already let you know that if I extend right line, it's going to be a real low line here. Okay, that's going to be kind of a low expression there in terms of, that's really the maximum or the maximized move there. Now we would look at something like this. Okay, always achieving a parallel channel with the kind of the just carbon. What did you just do? You clone it. I think the cloning feature is active in 2022 on TradingView. So that cloning feature, we would clone the price action and bring that up. It's going to be different on the actual lines than it is on the candle wick. So to the extent that there's a bit of a contraindication, or there's a bit of a difference, let's just say, a bit of a difference between them. This is the long story short here. This natural channel line up, and you guys need to watch your time frames. This is the hourly time frame, okay? Give yourself a little bit of room and variance on your pickups and your stop losses, etc. Because if you're playing on this line of support, you may have people that are playing, you're going to have people that are playing directly on this preceding line of resistance, okay? As you will play this specific line, let me get through and let me take off this extend right line. As you would look at this specific feature here in terms of this line of support, just understand that individuals in the market, traders, are also going to be playing this preceding line of resistance to support. So there is going to be some differentiation depending upon which time frame you are on. So the what I'd say is be prepared for a little bit of extra volatility because this is such a prominent feature here, and it's also differentiated between the candle wicks along this level here. Clean this up just a bit. The flat line resistance here, just a real natural pickup, guys, at that level. And then we have a real natural pickup as well on the actual, I'd say on the actual line, the expression of the line chart as opposed to those candles. So be prepared if you guys are picking up along, along the way down here, looking for some quick trades or some, even if you're on perpetuals, whatever you may be on, be prepared to maybe extend a little bit your stop losses. What I would just what I would say, looking at the this nature of a parallel channel, kind of the desire for a parallel channel to go up, and in context with that with this specific ascending triangle preceding line of resistance across the top to be formulated in the at least challenged in terms of turning that into support. Okay, so those will have a bit of a contradictory, and that's probably that may be a lot of work on your end, right, on the desktop. You're like, where's the easy answer, right? But that is probably the best answer as we look at that. Yo, what is going on? Luke in the house. What's up, Luke? Nice to see you, Luke, in the house. Nice to see you, Luke. What's going on? We're just having a talk about VIP and about just the fact that we are just a smaller group this year, and it feels good. Just relaxed, not all the masses, etc. We're glad with every VIP and every base camper that we have. Luke's just a great example of just like top shelf TA. He's in it for the long run, and I'm just looking forward to seeing what all happens in 2022 as he shouts out to everybody. Luke, I was just saying that Angel's been sick a few weeks now, so it seems like a few weeks he's been sick. We're really hoping. I heard from him today, got it just in the form of an update. I got a little bit of an update from him today. He's up around, he's eating, he's this and that, but I don't think he wanted the fruit dessert. Well, that was just funny. I have to point that out, Angel. I think he sent me he was looking for a real dessert, and somebody gave him like a bowl of berries or something. So Angel, thanks for the humor earlier today. I was like, you must be feeling better if you don't want to eat that stuff. You want a real dessert. So as we would talk about just the makeup of the group, it's really going to be exciting this year to see what all happens. We're looking for big things in crypto and good things with the entirety of the space. You just hear local. It's going to be a lot of fun. And look, we want to see some more videos of you out there tackling Mother Earth, whatever you've got in terms of those, in terms of your strategy for tackling Mother Earth. We want to see what that is. ASAP. We like those videos a lot. Those are really great videos. Let's look at a little bit of a different formulation here. Luke is here, so we'll do a little bit of a different pattern formation here. In terms of what's currently trying, I'd say currently, depending upon the time frame, we had an interesting, interesting as I would talk, Luke, and not sure you heard, but in terms of the specific desire of the traders to get up and out of, this is the crux of Bitcoin right now, to get up and out of this specific ascending triangle, and it's formulating nicely. I'm happy to operate in this zone. Happy to have the volatility, express volatility within a range. It's very nice for traders. Just as you look at it, it's very nice and very simple in terms of the expression and the strategy required to advance your earnings on that. It should be very simple to range trade, right? Just a flat range like that. It's easy to cover. You can a 4-year-old maybe, or a 4th grader definitely could figure out a strategy to trade this with the risk potential, etc., fallout, whatever it may be. So it's just it's a simple equation as we would look at, not overexposed, some, we always know, just carry kind of an alpha position. I mean, what I always say is this, double or triple down, compound down at the lower levels. What I would say is, never overexposed, but the issue becomes not whether or not you can make money. The issue becomes, how much money can you make? Right, and it's that. Well, I want to add an extra 0 to my account. I want to add it. Okay. Yeah, if you want to do that, you're gonna be able to do that a few times out of your out of the smaller accounts that you start. And even the best traders that I know, that I have been around, the best traders on Wall Street, if not like the previous best trader on Wall Street, he will blow up an account, just so that you know that. He will annihilate an account trying to add an extra 0. Boom, gone. the best trader on Wall Street. And if anyone ever wants to push me on that issue in terms of his returns, the overall market, Wall Street, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, bring it. Okay, I got all the goods for you. If you want to say, that's just hyperbole, you can't just make those statements. No, I can, because I have been around him. Okay, he was involved with my private hedge fund, non-SEC, not formally registered, just my private hedge fund in California. He was my go-to trader, and I know the guy very well enough to let you know that the best trader on Wall Street, etc., will blow up an account, will annihilate it trying to add a zero. Okay, now the interesting thing is that he may add the zero, and then on that specific count, he is ready to add another zero, and he may blow that account up. But as that equation works to process, just understand this, he may be able to add another zero to the account. So there are a few stories like that that he shared with me, etc. We had real good returns in the just a small fund. I'm going to say small fund, decently capitalized in terms of minimum required investment, etc. And it's not that my purpose to talk about that, but I want you to know even the best guys in the business, they will blow an account up, but they'll get the one. They'll get the one out of maybe is it 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, where they do add the zero. Then out of that subset, there is that glory walk and talk where they're able to say, I did it again. Boom, I did it again. I added 2 zeros to the account. Okay, so yes, that happens. Okay, it's not frequent. It's not easy. Understand there's a lot of challenge to it. Okay, some of the best of the best of the best trying to do what you do. These guys are smart guys. They are really smart. I have to tell you that. They're really good with the market. They got Jackie Chan hands. I'm going to tell you, the quick hands required to get in and out of trades. In and out of a trade in like 8 seconds, 10 seconds. That's what I like, is high velocity trades, right? Just real aggressive price action, like something that the market cannot deny. Oil has been interesting chart for you guys to look at. Oil. This notion of a rising wedge that we had, really resounding right now, isn't it? As you look at this feature as opposed to, kind of the cross trend line this prior. Let me get into this. Where is my cross trend line? And it looks like it has developed a little bit on its own. Don't you love when things just kind of shift on their own for no reason on TradingView? Things just decide to take their own. Let's just let's delve back into this. Let me get out of the channel work. Let me zoom back and get the original line I had, just because I don't want it to be altered. I want to show you guys what we originally came up with in the form of that cross trend line. So just a few seconds. It's nice that we have the ability to do this. There we go. On that hourly, we're able to bring back up that original cross trend line. Just the warning that I gave to you in the form of the video, that warning, we're along a new level of resistance, and certainly it was, and we'll review that real quickly. So, and that's fun for everybody to know. It's like the best traders on Wall Street will blow up an account trying to add a zero. Yes, they will, and they'll get it right every now and then. It's going to take them. They'll get there. Huh? But then the question, can they do it again? Right? It's like, okay, I added a zero to the account. There we go. Now the question is, can I add one more zero to the account? Right? And that becomes interesting. Huh? You start with 20 grand, 30 grand. Okay, good. Boom. Got 300. Okay, good. Now the question is, bam, I need to turn it into, and I need to add another zero. 300 needs to turn into 3 million. So the question is, how many of those 30 grand accounts are you going to go through to get there? It's a strategy. As you look at it, it is definitely a strategy, going super aggressive in terms of your returns, etc. It's better maybe to work with a larger amount of capital and maybe look at I want a 2x, 3x, something like that on the year. Something like that. You may, in crypto, you may have a more reasonable, you may more reasonably say, well, if I really, really have a little bit more patience, or seemingly patience, maybe I could 5x this account this year. Or over the next 2 years, I could 5x, 10x this account, maybe in 2 years. It becomes a little bit more reasonable, a little bit more exciting. But you got to trade. As we look at this specific level of resistance, this hit here, resistance, cross-trend line hit to support, bam, identified. This is what I brought to the community just in terms of that needing to get up and over that. It was a confluent line of resistance as well with that red line that has become so familiar around here, preceding level of support to support. All right, so I tell you, the stories that you get, kind of the badge of honor that you get in terms of turning like a 30 $50,000 account or something like that, or a $60,000 account into like $16 million. That's nice. It's a lot of bragging rights, I'll tell you. Firsthand, I'll tell you, it's a lot of bragging rights when someone can tell you, yeah, I took an account from like 60 grand to $16 million. That's nice, just on the fun for the weekend. That's what I decided to do. So if you're into that, you can, have fun with it. But you gotta be able to churn and burn with those little accounts. You gotta not take it too seriously. Okay, if you're looking at that, it's just not. It's not reasonable to expect yourself to do that all the time, even the best in the business. So if you're a little frustrated, like, well, the market got me, you guys, it gets everybody. It is the market for that reason. If you're on account number 2, congratulations. I'm looking forward to seeing how this one works out. Like if you're thinking, well, maybe I need an account number 3. Well, that's okay. And again, back to my original statement. It's not whether or not you can make money. The market is not about whether or not you can make money. Not at all. It is about how much money you can make. You can structure in just like we always talk about. I'm always very, very, very secure in terms of my approach here at the channel with VIP, etc., because I'm always talking about doubling and tripling down. Just always doubling, tripling down with heavy amounts of reserve cash at the lower levels. Just period. You want to go after it. You want to get that 10x from these levels and these levels, pushing. That's fine. You'll have a different experience than someone who just wants, the slow, methodical approach to really they want to just they want their $50,000 to really, really work overtime. Well, great. Some people will want that $50,000 to be $500,000, and they're going to throw at it and be like, okay, great, the 50's gone. Let's throw at it again. Where's the next 50? Just more of that. More of that, here to really play and not just to stay, right? Like the guy with the 50 grand that I'll put the $500 here on the first level of Fibonacci. I'll put the $1,500 on the second level of the Fibonacci. Then I'll put in the 5,000 on the third level of the Fibonacci. Like it's here to play versus like here to stay, right? The guy that's just looking for annuity returns in crypto, he's here to stay. You can guarantee yourself that he's here to stay in the market. That's going to be exciting. That guy's going to be around. He'll have his opinion on every new project, that he can find a YouTube video on somewhere, and he'll be informing all of his friends. He's here to stay. That's nice. We're here to play, right? We're here to trade. We like big returns. We had one of the biggest trades in 2021 with Luna. My price target at $4.60. Angel picked up around $5.50 thereabouts, and boom, up to $105. That's a nice trade. That's one of the most beautiful trades you're going to see. That's over now on that specific account. There you go. On this specific account, that specific trade, that's say 30 G's up through 5 through 2. That's a 20x overall, assuming a cap out at the top. So yeah, 230. That's 600 grand on 30 G's. That's nice. That's a good trade, right? So you can have your different approaches in terms of how you want to look at the market. Luna's been doing well. Nice to see it rearing back up again from that anchor protocol issue. And we're happy to see that rebound after those anchor protocol issues. We don't want to see that in the market. That's a little bit of a rough spot in terms of telling friends or family about it. I don't like to see that kind of news in terms of it just cropping up. Whether or not it's FUD or not, it was addressed by, I think, the mainstay players of Luna, so it was enough that at least it got addressed. So not FUD, real issues, and glad to see that cleaned up to the extent that you guys get an investment idea or 2 or 3 from the channel here. Just understand it's with the notion that I'm not in charge of these cryptos at all. I'm just not, and those risks exist on each and every crypto, right? Bitcoin seems to be the framework that best suits everyone in terms of just real solid framework. No real issues like an anchor protocol issue or a Solana got network congestion and traffic shut down, and well, Ethereum 2.0 or 3.0 or 5.0 still isn't out, right? So yeah, we like Bitcoin for that reason. Big fans for that reason, okay? So then you can kind of tell people about it and just rest assured on the level of, I'd say that level of security that it provides. It's a nice asset. Let's look at in my opinion, I think you agree. I hope you agree. If not, just scuttle on. In terms of this specific resistance, let's look at this interesting feature that we're on in the 4 hourly right now. Crucial moment. Let's talk about the requirements for establishing an uptrend. We go from the lower time frames to the higher time frames. Okay? The 4 hourly, we'll talk about like the hourly, for instance. The hourly right now, we're on a second kind of the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, still trying to maintain or hold this 200 in terms of the 100, the orange line. Always on a big screen TV, guys. Orange line, the 100, purple line, the 200, right? On the 4 hourly, as we walk our way up, the goal is to maintain a trend or establish a trend on the highest time frame possible. It's easy on the 5 minutes. Like, are we going up right now? It's like, are we in an uptrend? Hey, we got a little bull flag, nice little bull flag. We're about to establish an uptrend. That's easy stuff. We want it on the highest time frame possible. That's on the 5 minute. If you're paying attention to the 5 minute, I'll also go through a little bit of a look at the rounding feature of that. That is something else, isn't it? That's really indicative of some direct contact in terms of that line of resistance that we have projected for a while now. Look at that red line. Look at that. Just orders all the way, just rounded out. About that's the most rounded feature we've seen on Bitcoin in some time, isn't it? Towards the line of resistance like that. Similar here. The fact that it's dug down in beyond its. Let's just get into this beyond. It looks like, yeah, beyond its 50%. I was going to say 50% on that. Down to the golden pocket we're currently at. Let me just make sure with not just a quick draw. It's going to have a little variation to it, whether or not we draw from the preceding here or we were to, and I just drew here because of this right there. So in terms of the preceding breakout, initiate targets up through the actual line. We could go to the candle wicks, etc. But looks like we're on that golden pocket. Would expect a little bit of a hit. We got a little bit of a hit on that 50%, the 38.2, that 23.6 was a little bit difficult to find a clear expression on. Multiple Fibonacci's are in play right now, and it looks like we're just pushing the concept here of a falling wedge. You guys know that we're just pushing the concept of a falling wedge, and as you guys understand this concept to be, it's supposed to be a bullish feature. It's supposed to be something that wants to complete to the upside. People who are on a march with leverage, I just say that it's interesting trades on falling wedges. Luke knows in the back how we trade these. It's an interesting to see an ideal formation too of a falling wedge. Ideal formation, we'd like to see something a little bit more, structured, something more like this, right? Just not so aggressively down. The ones that we have trouble trading, I just tell you, the wedges we have trouble trading are the ones that look like this. We're still expecting real bullish activity to occur when they're, so let me say this, the steeper that they become, and less projected with a realized line of support here, the more difficult they can be at times. Just lock that away in your tool kit in terms of that that notion or that fact. So let's dig in through the Luke, hope the family's doing well. Brother, hope everybody's good. No more birthday parties this week, huh? Cool pictures, by the way. Looking at this, it looks like and let me finish the other thought, I just wanted to zoom in and see where we were at, but we're proving the point at the higher time frames required. You guys can snapshot or look at your overall pricing targets. They've been very effective on the candle wicks recently. You guys know they've been quite effective on the candle wicks. We pay attention to the changing requirements of the market. So a hit on the candle wicks of the 38.2 is indicated on the, I'd say on the interval, this periodic interval of the low to the high, low being at that 34,490. What's that? 34, I want to say 34,500, 34,500 up to that 45,000, okay? So that is directly in play now in terms of that 38.2. That is in play to the extent that we have another feature to discuss. It's going to be the following, both on the hourly, trying to maintain above this 100 and this 200. Okay, on the 4 hourly, it becomes a kind of an interesting dynamic, because that's the key feature that we would want to maintain price action above, is that 4 hourly, right? We talk about going green on the moving averages, going green, let's say on the chop. Right, and that's, you guys know, it's typically going to be blue. I turn it to green. It's really easy to say we're green. We're ready to go up, or we've gone up. At least we're above those moving averages. If we can maintain them as support, we're looking good. So, and aside from that, I have the 200 in purple and the 100 in orange. Just so you know, those are two crucial moving averages as you look at your the trend development. And it looks like, let me see what we got here. It looks like Jeffrey Porter is in the house. What is going on, Jeffrey? Good evening, sir. How are you, my friend? Good evening, sir. Let me put this down here. It's good to see you, sir. Nice to have you here. Welcome for a bit. Hope you've been around or paying attention. We're just going through some details and relaxing, talking about the exclusive nature of VIP, just a place to chill, right? Not all the crazy action all the time. We try and get crazy sometimes, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. I have to tell you, we prefer to focus on the good technicals. We could scream loudly from a building with perfect technicals, and it's like people will either pay attention or they won't. So we'd rather just discuss most of those technicals. To the extent that I have to be quick on these specific videos, just understand I have to get the information out in like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So I have to scream through these. Just understand. Just try and absorb it when you can. And you guys are busy too during the daytime. So I have to get it as quickly as I can. This specific video was crucial because I did warn you guys. You know that. I did warn. It included a warning. So that was a big deal warning. Daryl, brother, are you going to join VIP? Brother, you're showing up without a badge, brother. We got Jeffrey and Luke and everybody. You're going to join VIP. We hope that you join VIP. I know you keep saying you're going to, but Daryl's a great old friend of the VIP. But Daryl, it's been months now, brother, and we miss you, and we want you to be back in the VIP. It's real easy. Just hit the button, brother. Just hit the button. I'd really appreciate you hitting the button and joining VIP. We would have a great evening to get you in the back. We want you in the back. You're an XRP guy. What's going on? But yeah, it's just as we would look at that, it's just you understand. It wastes my time to talk about it. And not with you, but I wind up talking about it with everybody. So it's just a little bit of respect towards me and the VIP. I'd appreciate that, and we have nothing but respect towards you. So there's no reason why you can't hit that button. Would appreciate you doing that this evening. Please, kindly requested. I don't want to wait till it's just get it done, man. Get it done, bro. It's VIP. Either VIP or you're not going to be VIP. It's real easy. It's 2022. Let's up the game. Let's get it together and let's do it. Let's do this. You know who we are, and we're good people. We're excited about the possibility of having you in our framework for 2022. Enough said. In terms of the framework here and the TA that I'm presenting, is a return to function here. Okay, return to function here. The warning that I presented. Okay, Daryl, here with the warning along this line of resistance. I hope you saw that, and I hope you appreciate the level of work that I put into things. And it's a big deal to me for people to show up and me continually to ask them to get a badge. I don't appreciate it, Daryl. Please just get it done. It's real simple. It's just so easy, man. People steal my TA. They take it over to other channels. They take it over to other coin bureaus, this and that, wind up with my stuff. At the end of the day, I'm like, man, just get a badge or get out. That's it. Don't frustrate me with continually having to ask people to just basically respect what I'm doing here. It's just like it's, part of the solution, part of the problem. You choose right now which one you want to be. In terms of the specific nature here, for people that are plugged in or not, and people know from the VIP, they're like, no, we've had issues with the entirety of those. It's not unfounded. Well, London's in a bad mood. It's like, no, it's just continually dealing with issues. It's just and that's not what 2022 needs to be about. It needs to be about good traders with good intentions and a good group, the top group that we can formulate and put together. So in terms of that pickup, we just went over the pickup right now, the 38.2. Isn't that right, guys? On this specific hit here, right? And I do choose the technicals that I want to bring to the community in terms of a warning along a new line of resistance. That's what I do. To the extent you want to fit in the scope, get a badge, be VIP. Just be VIP. You can do it. You can muster up that button courage and hit it. Hit the button, brother. As we would talk about the specific return to function here or prior resistance. We had scoped out a little bit of a different function here in terms of this ascending wedge. The expectations of a lot of the traders, if you trade a lot, okay, is that ultimately this wedge level of resistance would not want to hold. Ultimately, we can still operate above. It can still conquer up, but probabilities if you guys trade a lot. And I bring that up because if you don't trade a lot, you have no reference. If you trade a lot, you have a form of reference, and you're already saying, well, yeah, maybe a quarter of the time it wants to hold. The residual, the 3/4 of the time, it's going to want to do X, Y, or Z, right? That's important. That's just important. So when I say if you trade a lot, there's a lot in that statement that you're able to reference not just the probability, but the other possibilities there. So there's a lot in that, and the key being if you trade a lot. Okay, if you trade a lot, that's the key, and that doesn't have to be at high levels, but just if you're familiar with the market, right? So, looking at the specific framework of the price patterning on the lines, we will be contradicted yet again by the patterning on the specific wicks. So lines to wicks yet again, we have another variable. Okay, always in 2022 is just the name of the game. The expectation that we would hold up and above this level and not achieve the orders right here. I'll just tell you guys, that's the orders are right there at the top line of that ascending triangle. Prior resistance, formulated ascending line of support, right? So to the extent that we have that line of support, ascending line of resistance across the top, to the extent that we have the framework together that we would not achieve these specific orders along the line of this preceding level of resistance on that ascending triangle, okay, with this ascending line of support here, flat top resistance, it's just real close. I mean, you're within a real like a tight squeeze to keep those orders out, right? And it's just that is the fact. So if you're in that group and you have orders at that level, I think patience pays at this juncture. It just does in terms of the entirety of things. It's just patience pays as we look at the framework here. It's just a lot of people want to jump the gun, get involved too early. You're going to miss the boat, fear of missed opportunity, etc. Patience pays, guys. Patience pays. Just be willing to wait long enough to get into your trades, essentially, as long as you're willing to maintain a trade. A lot of people will say, well, I've been in a trade for. And we have Pathfinder. Pathfinder has become a restricted VIP zone. What's up, Pathfinder? That is like so super cool. That is the coolest thing that we've had happen this evening. That is awesome. I would like to do a welcome for Pathfinder. What do you go? Yo, I'm back in. What's up, London and VIP? Pathfinder. Bam. Welcome back, brother. Welcome. I am so excited to have you back for 2002 VIP. I'm going to say welcome to VIP 2022. Look, Daryl, what you missing? Look at this, huh? Pathfinder in the house. Very, very excited to have Pathfinder in and around. Take a break from trading for a while. Now, well, what was the, let us know what was going on. Let's see what was going on, Pathfinder. What did you take a break for with everything? Let us know what you took a break for. We would like to know what you took a break for and what all happened in and around your time away from the market. Was it good stuff? Was it, I guess, I don't know, business related? Was it, what exactly, what else have you been doing? We are so excited to have you back in the VIP. This is just exciting, huh? Pathfinder has been a real good guy. Would like the, let me see, he's got a new image. Almost looks like a, what does it look like? Almost looks like a, what is this? Oh, that's cool. Yes. What's up? I remember the scarf, everything. Some life stuff. There we go. That's cool. I remember the Yeah, Pathfinder's been around for a while, huh? One of these guys, you don't get to know him too awful well, but he's there. He's a cool dude. I'm excited to have you back, brother. I will add you in the back in terms of the Twitter. Let me get back on Twitter on the side end of things here. Let me see if I can turn up some tunes here. Let me see if I got any kind of tunes. If it's too loud or otherwise, we just want to play some good music because Pathfinder is back in the action. Let's see what we got. Let me see. I don't know. What is this? That's not. That's okay. That's okay. All right, Pathfinder, listen, I need you to go to Twitter right now. Make sure that you get involved with, there it goes. Yes, Doge in the house. Loving it. Good man. Okay, Pathfinder, we're excited to have you back. I knew you had Doge on this, but I remembered the scarf from your YouTube station. And thank you guys so much for just working with us on the verification with YouTube, being plugged in. We just had some weird stuff happen in 2021. It was a free-for-all. Everything just got out there. I got to tell you guys, some things really surprised me. So Pathfinder's getting added to the back. What is up, Pathfinder? I'm excited to have you back, brother. We're just going to add you in. Boom. There we go. What's up, brother? There we go. You're in the back already. We just, let's welcome. I'm going to put in here in the VIP zone. I'll do the music in chat. Let's welcome. Boom. Let's welcome Pathfinder. And this is how things are supposed to work. Boom. Let's welcome Pathfinder. Bam. And I want to just add in some applause for Pathfinder. Boom, boom, boom. What do we got? I'm going to put, I like this one with DiCaprio from that movie he does. I just like it. It's the biggest joke we have in the back. You guys understand. Everything we do is 100% legit, but I just love this image of DiCaprio. As you guys look at this on the bottom, I just love this image of DiCaprio. Let's see here. VIP. Let me do this and get this out here because this is our ongoing joke in the back. It's like everything that we do, a good trade. Otherwise, it's Leonardo DiCaprio. So we're very excited about that. It's just our humor in the back. So the man stepping up with the challenge. Very, very nice. Let's see what we happen. Good. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm excited to have you. Luke is welcoming you back. Pathfinder 2022, we want to know what your goals are. VIPs are not allowed to not have a goal. We have, in a way of an update, we just have Craig who just joined, and he is, Craig just old Harmony One guy. So I'm excited. I was thinking about Doge earlier on, Pathfinder. I think it's going to be a deal where I got to tell you, the people who stay the course on Doge, call me out on it in a year and a half, okay? In a year and a half, I want to talk to everybody because the people who stay on it, I was just having this conversation about multiplying your money by 10. There's another 10x somewhere in Doge. 5x for sure, 10x I'm projecting, okay? I'm projecting a 10x at some point. The lower she goes, the better she goes. I'm going to tell you that. But Doge, she would do well to take off some price action and to really achieve a real nice runway, right? So I'm serious about this stuff, guys. You watch it in a year and a half. Do you think Elon Musk is just going to sleep on Doge? They need to renominate him as CEO. One problem I have with Doge, and the sheep community is hard to beat. Angel is sheep king. He loves sheep. It's a big money maker. Sheep is definitely a big money maker. Let me see what I got here from comments from Pathfinder. The streams are a bit late for me. It's currently 4 a.m. for me. 4 a.m.? No. 4 a.m. That is too early, brother. I gotta figure this out for Pathfinder. You're overseas, huh? Let me put overseas, right? That is just, brother, my man. That is early, my man. I had forgotten that about you, Pathfinder. Not all in though. That's good. That is good in terms of Doge. Would it be? Doge is great because it brought so many people together from different. It brought together a lot of professionals into crypto that just started to trust Elon Musk. That started to trust. Okay, well maybe crypto has something that I could get involved in. People didn't know how to trade crypto. You still have desks in Wall Street of people that don't know how to trade crypto. You know, they have no idea how to trade crypto. So we got a big jump on the gun with Doge. A lot of people did. Slovenia, my man. Huh? We will try and work on the timing of the streams. And until then, enjoy the backroom restricted zone. Bam. Yeah, he's our Slovenian connection. I'm so excited about that. That's just great news to have Pathfinder back. And yeah, Pathfinder, let us know about any of the what would you say? Just the charts that you're looking at. We want to know what you're doing in 2022. You've been around for a while. You kind of turned into a VIP leader. We want to feature you, some of your trades, this and that. We want you to do real well in terms of 2022. Let this be kind of a springboard for you in terms of just a great place for you to feature some of your positive trades. We're looking forward to that, Pathfinder. Way to go, brother. Way to go. Very nice to have you back. Welcome back. I want to do something cool. I got to make sure that you've seen the bull. I got to do this, Pathfinder. I have, because the NFT craze, everything, you understand, I think maybe you've seen the bull, but I have to show you the bull. This is my Bitcoin bull. I love this bull. Hold on one second. Let's see where the Bitcoin bull is. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can round them out. Let's see here. Okay, it's gonna work like this, and you guys, let's see if we can wrap around this. Here it goes. So I got to show this for Pathfinder. And Pathfinder, we're looking forward to gains in the entirety of crypto, but especially on Bitcoin. Let's get into it, and let me get into where's the bull? Where's the bull? Well, the bull may have taken a hike. Starting soon, be background. Here it goes on 3, 2, 1. Here, this is for Pathfinder. I want to show them for you. And there he is, Pathfinder. I wanted to make sure that you saw him as a VIP member. You need to know that we're the guys that have the Bitcoin bull. It's like, well, where are the bulls at? We're the crowd that actually has the Bitcoin bull. No one else has that bull. We have him on standby. So whenever we kind of need to, potentially, we just, if need be the case, we unleash him. That's the idea. So I want to know what you're trading, brother, in all seriousness, for 2022. You let us know in the back. It's just exciting to have you. I hope things in Slovenia are going well, brother. I hope everything is good over in that direction. We've stayed very quiet about most of what's going on in and around the area. We just stayed very quiet. My deal is I just not to be overly involved. I've been to the regions, I'll say to the general region a few times, but this is where crypto shines, is because we focus on crypto, and we focus on this is the time where we get away from most everything else that we see on the news, anything else going on. This is kind of it's not an escape, but it is our time away. It's where we choose to develop quite well. So thank you, and I'm glad you like the bull. That's crucial. Just a little bit of development, something a little different for 2022, right? And I want to know. We were just talking about 10Xs, this and that, the accounts. If the first account. It was funny because I talked about the first account. Say from one of the top traders from the stock market. And I bring up, it's good we talk Pathfinder. This is great conversation for everyone. The New York Stock Exchange. People will talk about, well, that's not the only stock exchange. That's not the only, the only game out there, right? Let's look at what is the market cap of the New York Stock Exchange. Let's look at that real quickly, just so you guys know. What is the market capitalization of the New York Stock Exchange? It's going to be around $30 trillion. $30 trillion. Okay, that's big. Right? When you look at crypto and crypto 2 billion, 3, it gets up to 3, wherever we're at, 30 trillion, right? Dollars, New York Stock Exchange, and that varies as we look at that. When was the New York Stock Exchange founded? Now, New York Stock Exchange we look to, when was it founded in terms of price action? 1792. It's a pretty old institution, right? That's a pretty that's a relatively well-structured market that's in existence for a while. So when we looked at them for guidance on price action, they're going to know what a head and shoulders is. They're going to know what a Fibonacci retracement. They're going to know like a Gann box. They're going to know what's going on, right? So that's crucial for us to understand that much, right? Because I got to tell you, there's some other trades right now and that we were, recently looking at. Look at oil. Hello, looks like a crypto. That almost reminds of the Luna chart, doesn't it? Like, look at oil. That's impressive. As we would look at, I'm not sure if you guys trade equities, etc. I stay away from them for the most part. I still love Doge. Looking at Doge, but it's quite slow. Doge is slow, and it's turning into it's a market dynamic. It's slow Doge. We'll put this. I just wanted to show you guys the overall, like, the accelerating trend on oil. Right, so as you would look at the gains, a lot of different ways to trade things, but let's just look kind of maximize. In 2 months you're up 60%. Now that's how incredibly well done oil has done. In 2 months you're up 60%. Well, we trade crypto, right? The phenomenal story, et cetera, from $70 to $115. We trade crypto. So I know that Daryl's probably getting jealous now. He's probably listening. He's not mad anymore. He's like, well, Pathfinder just joined, huh? So yeah, we got the Doge group back, XRP. I don't know. It's getting interesting, isn't it? In terms of that, it's a good group. We like the good group, and a little challenging. Never too soft, huh? Not a bunch of softies. Those guys, softies. We don't like the softies. So looking at this, looking at the pickups here, would like to know. Let's see. Let's look. I think this is important. Yeah, and Luke, I'm glad you like the bull. The bull looks good on TV, huh? That's like, where did you come up with that bull? It's a nice bull. It's a nice bull. You don't find bulls like that everywhere. So I appreciate you guys and your comments back on the bull, because that's not. Oh, good, Jeffrey Porter. You're waiting for John J. Murphy. Good. Jeffrey is in base camp right now. Jeffrey, you need to upgrade to VIP, brother. I mean, what would be wrong? You upgrade to VIP for like 2-3 months. Check it out, hang out in the back, see what else is going on, see if you pick up, like, what if you pick up one thing in the back, man? Like, it's like you can do it. But I don't want to push you too quickly, but as I see people make progress throughout the years, the ones that say, fine, I'm just going to do it, get involved in it just to see, like, what does Pathfinder know? What does Luke know? And what if Luke posts one chart, at all, that I pick up something on? I'm like, wait. Wow, look at that. What if you take that skill, what if you guys can share something, and you share part of your trade skill for, the next 10 years of your life, right? It's just important as you look at that, guys. It's interesting to see who values development, and we do more so than any other group. So Pathfinder, nice to have you. I'd be interested to know, Pathfinder. We had such a great, really kind of outreach, didn't we, with Dogecoin? We had 100 VIPs the first month. Different crowd. Pathfinder is one of the strongest who's I'd say succeeded from that crowd, and he's been he's probably one of the strongest of that group. We also, AJ Crypto from the very beginning was from around that group, longest standing VIP. As we would look at Pathfinder, the question I would ask, I wanted to ask this recently to AJ. I think he was busy with family, etc. I look forward to speaking with him soon. But where would we look if we wanted to gain more exposure for VIPs this year? It was in the past. It was Dogecoin. That was a big pull on the market. And there are some really great traders. You guys are good traders. And with the understanding you have other things to do in life, it may not be your full-time gig, right? But as we would look at it, let's just remind Bitcoin down 2.5% to 41,381. 41,381. As we would talk about, like, it's worth it to me at times to get involved in something that is kind of a mass market, event like Doge or something, where that crowd is involved, where we can speak to good traders. That's where a lot of you come from. And you can appreciate that. The big question in 2022, where is that? Is it with Bitcoin? Bitcoin's a different crowd. It's a different. We focus on Bitcoin because it will treat you relatively kindly, believe it or not, compared to a lot of the altcoins. And people want more aggressive. And I think it's an interesting commentary because people want a more aggressive coin to deal with sometimes. But Bitcoin will also, in addition to treating you relatively kindly in terms of it's kind of got a soft approach here and there, it will also rip to the upside. We have seen it time and time again. As soon as you say, no, it's a boring big coin, it'll surprise the heck out of you in here and here and here. There's a reason we really started focusing on it like nearly full time. We switched back and forth between Doge and Bitcoin for a while. And it's just the people who made money on Doge is like people who made money on SHIB. Have the opinion you want to about SHIB or Doge, but you can't argue with a 7-figure position, a multi-million-dollar position in someone's account. You just can't. So in terms of that, I bring up kind of the discussion. Let me see. I picked up on your custom 86. Good. Thanks for teaching me that. Sure. Didn't all in because of the current world situation, so I was a bit more reserved. Good. Currently looking at microfibs. Very good, huh? Very good, huh? Very good. That is awesome to hear. Just a very well-balanced approach with the world situation, everything, not all in on the 86. Very nicely done. That's VIP, man. That is excellent. That is VIP. Bam. So you got that 86 on Doge. Beautiful, huh? That's beautiful. And it was dead on hit, wasn't it? Just a perfect dead on hit. That's a success for the channel. That's huge, Liam. Important. Thanks for the update. And what a great entry, even if it's not all in. Just to say, world events, who knows what may happen. You have to look at Elon is even involved in some world events on a different level. Very interesting in terms of some things that are ongoing. Regulation kind of around the horn, like definitely around the horn now. If the sentiment in overseas, et cetera, just so you know, people here are definitely understanding that regulation, governmental involvement, regulation, definitely going to happen. Like without a doubt, 100%. Everyone says no, and everyone is agreeing. Maybe it needs to exist. So I had a good comment from Daryl earlier on about that on Twitter. I appreciate that input, Daryl. That was a good comment. And Daryl and I see eye to eye on quite a bit on things. So I appreciate that interaction, Daryl, with you. And but it's a good approach, Pathfinder. That kind of world events, etc. And it's a nice time to kind of just have a watchful eye on crypto. Maybe play it not too cautiously, but definitely exciting to hear you say that, because I'm not as I always say, I'm not surprised, but I am impressed and continually impressed with VIPs. It was nice to see. Oh yeah, I woke up and you saw a good spike. It was nice to see after you hit your 86 on Doge. That's the way to do it, man. People don't get it all the time. It's just slow as it goes. He's not trying to multiply the money by 50 or 100 or 200. No, it's just like he hit his target, the 86% retracement on Doge. Yeah, and it's just such a good thing to wake up and be in the money. Isn't it nice that you can understand that? It's like up to, potentially 30% to the upside. That's beautiful. That's nice trade. You look at the overall price action. It's really something that you would say, yes, from the all-time high here, that you had scoped this out, that we had scoped this out down here. That's impressive. Now, from the all-time high, I'll tell you, there are guys on trade desks on Wall Street or big banks that have no idea what you just did. They have no idea what you just did. They will wait until this smooths out, and we'll be looking for some sort of a nice trajectory, some sort of a nice runway here, right? And the longer the runway, essentially in terms of positive pricing, the longer the runway, the better it is for pricing. Ba-boom. Once it really catches. So that's nice to see you with the approach in terms of kind of that balanced approach. Always would recommend those core acquisitions, right? Those deep core. I'd say the deep core 1 through 10, something like that. Double clicking, working on your going from 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, changing all the Fibonacci's up. 0.8, 0.9, 1, right? And just scheduling in. Just no problem. You want to take some time, Doge? No problem. We park some cash over here on the right. We make sure that we hit into these specific levels on the right, and no problem. However you want to go, whenever you want to do, just let's roll with it. And that with some money just set aside, bam, just pocket the money to the side, boom. with your orders right there, you've got Doge. That's it. You've got it. If it's Doge, if it's SHIB, if it's like some other low ones right now, VChain, Chainlink. If it's what else is 86 or low? Gala, not quite there. It picked up at 78.6. As we look at what else do we have? ADA is getting low, right? It's almost down to the 78.6. But always that next level down, as you would understand, beyond the 86 as we discuss it. And great trade. Way to book that trade. And I'm always a big believer, if you can do it with a smaller amount of money, that's, to be able to do it, to be able to execute the trade, hugely important. To have the capacity to do that, you're beating the majority of people in the market. Okay? That is a skill which a lot of times money will just show up. I just tell you that. At some point in your life, if you know how to trade, the money at some point will become, I'd say, you may have other things that lead you a different direction for a while, this or that. But if you know how to trade, you know how to hit a target, and I just bring up ADA. It's not in that zone yet, but beyond the 86, it's almost to a 78.6. So it's within the contemplation. What's the next level down? Bam. Always some cash. Here, heavy cash reserves, and really beyond what you would apportion to any one coin. Smart thinking in terms of going a little bit lightly. Let's see here. Not too lightly to where you can't feel it, but definitely in line with the international considerations. That's just huge. Let's see. I hit the button when it completed the bull flag. Currently, I really want that micro. You want that micro 86, nice. And that would be nice to see another macro 86, though. Yeah, it would be. Copy that. I would be really fantastic to see it back where I bought it last year. Yeah, buddy. You bet it right, huh? Was that, let me get off this Cardano chart, back to BTC. You and everybody else, huh? I don't know, where did you get in? Let's see. Where was your entry last year? Let me see. Where was your entry last year at? Let me put that in there on the charts. Because, me and my buddies were talking about it at 0.007. It's like still, hugely in the cash. Like, you just can't relive those moments. And you don't know. It's like, okay, next time someone says something like that to you, you need to go out to the car. You need to roll up the windows. If you have time to turn the car on, great. If not, don't worry about it. Literally start digging in and buying whatever they just told you. It turns into that because, people who didn't get it, they didn't get it at 0.007. They got in at 7. And it's like, oh no, it's 7 cents, like you missed a 10x. So it's we live and learn, huh? Crypto is like that. It makes it fun though. Like, man, I could have had that. That 10x in the bag, right? So as we look at that, let's look back in terms of the specific line of resistance. Kind of real fortunate night for us. Oh, that's nice, huh? 0.03. Oh, that's nice, huh? Very nice, huh? And you know that those entries at that 4 to 5 to 6 range, just that was a nice cushion there, wasn't it? 4 cents, 5, 6. If you could get 4 cents was great. That 5 cents and around that 5 cent cushion, that kind of that area that Doge had for a while, it was just a nice area. Real smooth between 4, 5, and 6 cents. A lot of stability, a lot of spikes, a lot of opportunities to trade, set your limit orders, make your cash on it. It was a nice area to reflect on and to look forward. I say look forward to being back involved in that in prices at that level. So let's reframe Bitcoin real quickly and show us your Doge chart in the back. We'd love to see it. I'd love to see that Doge chart. And everybody, welcome back, Pathfinder. What is up, Pathfinder? And I'll do a little bit more of intro on those back. And that's what VIP is, guys. If you're not VIP, just join. If you have to join under an alias, you can join under an alias. I'll tell you that. He's Pathfinder. He's from Slovenia, and we don't extract names. We're not into that. We know him. He's a good guy. So we look forward to him and you guys being in the back if you want, if information is privileged for you, etc. I'll say that. So in terms of the ascending line of support, flat top resistance, we have contact with this red line again, and we'll talk about, we know the requirements for the ascending triangle. Let's just project up into, I'd say, that top line formation. $55,000 Bitcoin is on the map. Okay, to the extent that this drives the entirety of the market, I know you pay attention to Bitcoin because, like, yeah, Bitcoin gonna push the market around quite a bit. And it's real interesting. These are real interesting times for crypto to have been involved in it, like we have at least through 2021. Angel, since for the last 10 years, he's seen all this happen before. I guarantee you, he's already seen all this happen before. So. But to the extent that we've been a good, tight group like that, just it makes a difference to have you back in the mix. Pathfinder in the house. Very, very nice. So looking at this specific, and we're going to go, let me make sure we're going to have this right now, that level of resistance across the top, level of support. This wedge is in play right here. Again, we have the macro fibs in play on. And what everyone wants to know, I'm just going to tell you what everyone wants to know is, are we going to go back down to the level of support? There are a ton of orders waiting on the 50, guys. Just like, as we were talking, Pathfinder and me, we're talking about him wanting to get back down on lower on Doge, at least back to that 0.86. Can you imagine how many people are in right now that want to get back down to this 50 on the macro, the 50 on Bitcoin? There are so many orders there waiting, guys. We're going to toss and turn and stay up and watch the price action, everything else up in here. There's another group that's going to participate at the 50 or not participate for a minute. You guys understand that in terms of selectivity of the selectivity of your trades. There's a whole group right here that wants this line or they don't want it at all. I'm going to tell you right now, they're literally just they're going to be patient for another, I just tell you, they're going to be patient for another, let's say another month, and see if they get another hit here or not. Maybe they'll let a little bit dance around, do some flash trades, this and that, but the key is right here. I mean, look at this on a monthly basis, about a month in between. You had a hit for 35%. You had another hit for, as we would look at this, you had another hit for, we streamed live on this. It was just for the taking. Another hit for 32%. That's good money. That's good cash. You look at the hit that Pathfinder just had on his. And thank you for talking about your trades. We look for trades to talk about, not just my own or Angel's. Angel, where is he? Hope he's doing well. Shout out from Pathfinder to Angel. Would be really nice to see the golden pocket on BTC. Can't you tell that Pathfinder is hitting his Fibonacci's? Absolutely. Absolutely. It'd be nice to see that 30. Oh, you're talking about on the macro. Oh, hello. You don't even know, huh? People don't get it. You hit your targets. You understand. It would be huge. Huge. Let me bring these up a little bit here. Let me reframe some of this. We will get into this here. I may have the fibs already worked out on fib retracement. There we go. Yeah, the golden pocket, bam, would just be awesome, wouldn't it? Let's look at triangle. I'll just take some of these off. As we look at that, that 25,000, that is like, if we could, man, it would be awesome. Can it, we can't, it's going to do what it wants to do. I'll tell you that. There's, in between kind of the long protracted crypto winter that can occur, where still, I'm going to say this, guys, and you know this, even within this crypto winter scenario, you have a lot of price action. You got shorts, you got longs, you got all kinds of stuff going on here. Even down here where it seems like nothing's going on, like, oh, well, crypto just disappeared in between, let's say, Bitcoin 3,200 and Bitcoin, what is this? It's still, you got trades for, in 6 days, you got that 20 to 30%. You got formulations of patterns here that you're getting excited about. You're getting excited about your, the bottom feature, the bottom formation potentially of an ascending triangle here. There's one that didn't come back down to the bottom or to the preceding level of resistance, the top, okay, to confirm that as a kind of a new bottom, okay, would formulate the base of additional price action. That's one of the features of an ascending triangle, that preceding resistance can formulate the base of additional price action. So when we look at these, even the spill outs to nothing, look at this volatility, bam, bam. That's huge. That's what we want, right? As you look at what's desirable, we just want higher prices. We want volatility, guys. 273%. Boom. Look at that bull feature. Bam, bam, bam. Very nicely done. Extremely nicely done. And let's bring this up because look at this feature right here. You guys, we don't see these all the time. You see this feature? When we see them, we typically think as traders that they don't like to complete to the upside. You guys see this formation here? Bitcoin, good example on the daily chart here. Just kind of a frustrated pennant in here. I just want to cover this because when we see these as traders, a lot of times we get a little bit, it seems a little unfortunate that we have to see something like that. It's not a clean technical beyond that specific. And let's learn from Bitcoin. This specific bull pennant, nice move to the upside with this symmetrical consolidation, right? Because when we see one that looks like this, right, we think these don't like to complete. And you guys who trade, you know. So Bitcoin just logged this one away in the memory banks, okay? This is an example of, because we would want a real pennant to complete up into the top side here. First pivot, bam, being along the top. That's a heck of a completion to the upside, isn't it? And that's one of these patterns that we don't know quite how to call it. It's a frustrated pennant into a push, pennant into a, this is an example, a specific example of just a kind of a defective pattern, we would say. It's not ideal, but look at what it did. Bam. Beautiful move to the upside. So we logged that away, right? We logged that away. Essentially we cataloged that in our Bitcoin file, in our TA file for that specific pattern. Because if you trade, Pathfinder was just mentioning a bull flag. If you trade, you know that's not what you want necessarily. In fact, those bring caution. They really do. They bring caution. And we would talk about the ascending triangle kind of feature out here to get up and out of that. Right on the lower time frames. I think you'll see the lower time frames express that ascending triangle, but just not an ideal framework to necessarily work with. I guess on the lines on the daily, you had to say, well, I guess we had that, but just log that away. As we look at the expression of price action, we're always wanting to learn from the preceding price action. This moment in here, as we would just kind of review some of the bullish features here. Important, huh? Important here. Not all ideal. So when I discuss something with defects, right? Like with defects, yeah. Just be prepared for Bitcoin to move and shake a little bit. That's what she is good at. She's good at resetting accounts, resetting positions, etc., wiping out the shorts, wiping out the longs. And right now we're just looking at just a nice expression in terms of this level of resistance that we encountered across the top here. Let me see if we've got these specific. Let me pull these lines up just to discuss that. And we just got the exact levels that you guys know that are in play. It's nice because you guys know as well as I can reframe it. You know where we're at. You know exactly this specific line of resistance. I know you guys checked out that video. Bam, warning. We may be heading back down to. And right now we're working with the feature, and I bring up the specific rising wedge because that has an expectation of breaking down through the wedge. Okay, that has an expectation of breaking down through the wedge, and there beyond we do have this right in here, this specific line. Let's just look at this specific top line feature that would be the prior resistance of that ascending triangle. Yes, it's an inverse head and shoulders right here. Yes, it's if we would talk about an inverse head and shoulders, right? And not just ascending triangle. I get that, right? I'm schooled on that in terms of not just an ascending triangle. Yes, it's a bull flag, right? So, well, okay. The feature that has me and the market and you guys looking at it right now is a flat level, a flat top level resistance. Anytime we have a flat top level, you guys know me. I always say, show me a prior resistance and I'll show you orders. Period. Show me a prior resistance, particularly a flat top resistance. Man, if you trade a lot, you know it. I mean, as I go through the other patterns and the defects, I maybe do that a little bit for us to rewind and just understand the previous price action. But putting it in context, like all of a sudden that looks like a pretty nice ascending triangle, flat top resistance in comparison to the other patterns that we just saw. That's a nice ascending triangle. The expectation of the market is, bring it on down right here, preceding level of resistance to confirm as support. With the understanding, golden pocket is right here, bam, on the micro, 38 to 38, 38.1 to 38.4, okay? So she's going to need a little bit of time to unwind to those levels. You guys know that. The last retrace to get down through to this level, we had not completely. I think Pathfinder just joined, but we're coming back in terms of contact with and let's look at this. We're coming back in contact with this 200 and the 100, 100 in orange, 200 in purple, okay? And Pathfinder, make sure that you have on your chart, make sure you go into your indicators and metrics. I know everybody else here does. Make sure you go to trend is your friend. I'm sure you have this, but if you don't, okay, trend is your friend. Make sure you do that. And when you hit on trend is your friend, double click on one of the red or green portions. You can leave them in there, but just double click on them. Okay, trend is your friend. You'll see that. Go in and take off all the blue and all the red and all the other colors. Leave your moving averages. I just really like the moving averages on trend is your friend. I've said that before, and you guys have watched them play very, very accurately throughout the videotapes, etc. Add these trend is your friend moving averages. I just like them. Okay, and it keeps your mind framed around it correctly too. It's like, okay, which indicator is this? Trend is your friend. Moving averages, think trend. Okay, so we're coming back in contact with this on the 4 hourly with these specific trend lines, and the 100 and the 200. Okay, the 100 being orange, 200 being the 200 being the purple. So we would like to maintain price action up and above. We have a little bit of a drawdown in terms of that top line resistance from the ascending triangle. Maintaining this level of, I'll just tell you this level of support, there's going to be a lot of orders at that level. A lot of people who want to trade and give this a shot in terms of hitting a nice trade along the line of support, they're going to be there. All right, before such time, and it looks like we're just pushing on the 4 hourly into that specific chop area. Right, we're just pushing. You see it start to turn. Now it will paint as it goes. Right, so be cautious of that. When they say paint, they mean an indicator. Just so that you know, they mean an indicator that will change on you. It'll show you buy, and then all of a sudden it'll repaint. It'll change. It'll show you sell. Okay, so be careful of anything that repaints. Okay, very important. If you guys don't know that terminology, something that will repaint is like something's in the process of formulating. It'll say buy, and then it'll change. It'll say, well, sell. Right? We're not big on those pre-bought pre-bought prefab indicators. Those don't work very well, guys. You guys know that. Your TA beats those every time. I know that. So let me look at what do we got in the comments. Let's see what we got. Oh, Angel. Yeah, I hope he's Angel's getting better right now. He's a little bit under the weather. So let's see. Hey, there he is. Speak of him. What's up, Angel? Angel. Bam. What's up, Angel? Here we go. Angel's here. You're good luck, Pathfinder. Way to go. Let's say welcome back. Welcome back. Boom. Bam. There we go. Pathfinder, I got to update him. Pathfinder has rejoined VIP. After taking some life events and time away from trading, he is back. So we're all excited about that. I want to let him know. And there's Pathfinder right there. Hello, VIP, St. Angel. Very nice, very nice. Hey, we got the group back. What's going on? Nice to see that. Good times rolling in 2022. Well, Angel, it is, I guess it's still early, huh? I started streaming early. We have VIP in Slovenia who need to catch a live stream. Angel, Matos, how are you, brother? Angel's back. I'm going to go ahead and throw the, we finally found him. Let's say we found Angel. He has returned. We found Angel. Very good. Angel, nice. Thank you for coming home. There's some music that goes with that. I will go over that soon. I would like to fire the Angel Rocket. I'd like to preserve it for when you do your super chats, but it seems like if I do that, I don't know. It's been a while since you've done that, so maybe I'll just fire it anyway. Let's see here in terms of satellites starting soon. Let's see. Be right back. Where do I got? I want to do this rocket. I'll do a rocket for Angel since he's trying to feel better. Let's see what we got going on here. And dun 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 dun. We are the only. We said, what was it? Nuclear equipped rocket. We're the only nuclear equipped, maybe nuclear powered. I'm not sure that can be disclosed right now, but a nuclear equipped and civilian enabled. Okay, civilian enabled nuclear equipped rocket Okay, we're the only station that I know of that has such a feature. Let's go ahead and see if we can launch this guy. It is Angel's Rocket, and like I said, I normally save this for when you do your super chat, but Angel's the super chat king. He's $1,000 super chat king, 58,000 super chat king. But so I like to try and keep that special when you do that. But if you're unable to do that, or it's not time, you're not feeling good or whatnot, I'd rather just go ahead and do the rocket anyway. We'll figure something else out for super chat. Let's go back to, but I want to keep those special too. You understand that? Let's see what we have in terms of, and we do the countdown. You guys know this. Nope, not there, not yet. No. Let me go back to here. Now we have to do the countdown, guys. And this is, we'll go through TA, but I have to cover this. This is our group. This is VIP. We have Pathfinder that has just now rejoined. Exciting to have him back from Slovenia. What is up, Pathfinder? We have Angel, who's trying to get better, and we're going to go ahead and launch his rocket in spite of the fact there's no super chat. I just want to, maybe it'll give you some energy to start feeling better. It's nice to have you. So we'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we have where is this? And that's a nice rocket. That's a beautiful, beautiful rocket. So a little bit of technical. I'm out of practice. It's been I think a few weeks since we fired it. But yeah, we'll have to get technical setup on it again. That's Angel's rocket. He has his own rocket here. We normally reserve it for his super chats, but that's okay. Angel's not feeling good, so we're gonna try and lift him up a little bit. And I didn't get the sequence right. I'm just out of practice. It's been a little while since we fired it, so. That's where he's been. Yeah, he's been a little, Angel not feeling so good. Not feeling 100%. 100%. You got to get better. Get 100%. I'll just say, a lot of people have been sick, huh? My man, huh? Got to take care of that. And in terms of the market, as Pathfinder's in the back, he had just hit the Doge 0.86. Pretty cool. He just hit that 0.86, something that we focus on, something that's one of our specific levels that we found that empirically we just establish it. Like we did the data research on it. I did that. And as we talk about that, like the nuance of the crypto market, like the details of what is out there, like it speaks volumes, and I appreciate that very much, Pathfinder, that you have rejoined. He's found value, and he is of value to the crypto community. We're excited to have Pathfinder here in the community, and to be here with VIP. It's that top level of expression of the traders in the market, the ones who like hit that bottom level, 0.86, and like on Doge. And I just have to say, for Doge, what is not, etc., in terms of you like, you don't like, to be able to scope out a pricing target in here from the all-time high and already know you're going to hit this level exactly, that's alpha, man. That's the way to go. That's the way she goes. That's big time alpha. We appreciate moves like that. So yes. In his own right, Pathfinder has something to offer crypto. We're excited he's going to be VIP 2022 to do that. Angel has been around crypto for 10 years. He's the man. He is the jefe principal. Seriously, guys. So to the extent that he's got a few other tricks up his sleeve, a few other tricks up his sleeve in terms of the market, we would just say that there's a lot of understanding that we appreciate what he delivers to this space, to the VIP. We appreciate all that good stuff. Angel, we thank you very much for being a part of the VIP. And I'll get the rocket sequence back perfect next time. I really will. I had two different screens. I won't talk about the different screens I've got going on, but we had just fired up the bull, and so we had a little bit of cross bullish activity. There was maybe some interference. I do have the satellite. I could fire up the satellite at any point in time. If you need that satellite to go up, you let me know, Angel. I will get it cruising up for you, brother. And if you need a redo on the rocket, you let me know too. You're not feeling well, 100%. I got you back. Whatever you need, I'm here. I got the rocket. I got the satellites. I got whatever you need. Okay. We fired up that satellite, in good time. I say that, but you need satellite, you let me know. You need rockets, you let me know. We're the go-to crew here. So level of resistance to support resistance. We call this out. Very important in terms of that cross trend line enforced by the market. Just a beautiful call. Huh? And you don't want your whole week or your year to hinge on a trade, right? That's one thing I think that Angel would reinforce. Currently at 41,332. All right, Jeffrey Porter, isn't that nice? Good night. Happy to have shared life with you tonight. See you later. Hey, Jeffrey, our guy. We're happy that you shared it with us. Very nice. I should probably go to bed, but might as well stay up a bit longer. I love the streams. Hey, that's cool. We love that you love the streams. And we got Angel in the house. So nice to have him VIP. You guys have no idea what it means to me and to the group and to everybody when you're all hitting it on all cylinders, guys. It's just really cool when you're trading. Even if you're not winning every trade, guys, just that you're trading, that you're there, that you're pushing into crypto, that you, even if you're being patient, it's like, well, I don't have a trade right now. Well, hey, that's a big part of the patience. So when I see you guys pushing into it, I see the group come together. It's just really nice. It's what the group is all about. And there's not another group like this, guys. There is not another group like this. I tried to join, like I started my own, this channel here because I tried to join a different group. And I was like, there's nothing here. I was like, there is nothing. I was like, there's nobody, there's no one, there's just nothing here at all. I was like, I'm not learning anything. They're not even treating me well. So that's my idea with VIP. It's like I wanted to, be able to treat people well. And with a lot of the market knowledge that we have, we put together, and I just look forward, if you guys can imagine what you guys know or the development, the skills you put together is in 2021. Imagine how that can develop in 2022 to 23. Like you're going to be some major players. I just tell you that you're going to be some major players in crypto, and I look forward to Angel kind of guiding everybody through that process. He's got the keen eye to do that, and has let me know he's behind me 100%. And I've told him, if you're behind me 100%, I don't see how in the world failure is even an option. So I appreciate that very much, Angel. It means a lot, brother, and just nice to have you comment. Nice to have you shout out. Starting a new month here, March. What is it? March 3rd already. Not bad, huh? So we're getting into March with Bitcoin at around 40 grand, 40 to 45,000. All right, 40 to 45,000. We'll catalog. Pardon me that. We will catalog that. The key feature here, and you'll just see the pickup in and around that on the 4 hourly, real close to that 200 moving average. Real close, just a little bit off, just a touch shy. But these will need to serve as levels of support. We're going to work our way up. We know the feature we want to beat. I just tell you, the one thing about Bitcoin is like when it gets aggressive, because it's such a like a behemoth coin, it's huge, right? It's like, because you grow up and you learn with business. It's like, well, with business, like with IBM or with Microsoft or whatever company it may be, Volvo, whatever the company, once it gets too big, it becomes impossible for it to grow. You guys know that. Once something becomes too big, it's like, well, it's really difficult for it to grow. That's how we learn. That's what we learn in business. If you go, I've studied at Harvard Business School. You guys have studied in whatever school it may be across the sun. All the VIPs, a lot of different schools. When you look at it, we learn that in terms of the overall. What we talk about, the overall size of something and its ability to grow. And so when we look at the componentry put together, that something extremely large can grow, then that is something we've never. It's kind of an anomaly, right? Because we learned that, like, well, IBM or Microsoft or Volvo or these big corporations is like they can't achieve a growth factor of 20% this year. They can't do that. They're too big. So when we see something that's $40,000 or $30,000 rip to the upside to $69,000, it goes against all of that learning that we've had. That's what makes it exciting. It's like defying gravity. You understand that? Because we're taught along the way that something big enough can only grow so much bigger, right? That's the dynamic that's in play with Bitcoin. It's already that big, but bam, it can move just like a burgeoning coin, just like a brand new coin. When we see it just rocket up 15% or 30% in a short number of days, and it's like it's still got it. When we see it, 85% was that move from just under 30, boom, to the upside. Right? Huge deal. Right? When we see the overall from the 30 up to the 69, and we see in a period of time 125%. 125% in just over 3 months. Bam. That's the kind of growth that like is explosive enough to get anybody's attention. So we're always looking out for an opportunity like that. It keeps us on our toes. It's the market. It's very competitive. You guys know, was it like 50 million? There's 50 million crypto traders. You guys know that? 50 million. That's a lot of crypto traders. We got to beat them. And we do. I don't know anybody else who picked up on this ascending triangle at the bottom. You guys know? And we don't have to review all the moments. It's just as we look back at this hourly time frame here, as we would review, come here. As we would review this specific line of resistance, and you guys know, it's like, no, we got that. We got that. Same thing with the ascending triangle at the low end. Nick, there. I get it now. I gotcha. No fear here. Bam. I got it. I put two and two together. It took me a minute to add there, Angel. It took me a minute to add. That's good. Boom. Two and two together. I got that, huh? Very nice. Looks like we have another visitor here in the VIP chat. Very, very good. I had to do some discerning thinking for all of 2 seconds because I saw no fear. Then I'm like, there's no fear there. How's Nikki doing? How's life going? So crucial, that no fear. You set the tone, Angel, with the entirety of 2022. Those were crucial days. Big time. Throwing into the context and just those super chats and everything else, I very much appreciate those. Those are very much appreciated in terms of just the overall tone that they set and whatnot. It's a big deal for us to be able to receive those as well as a community. We have goals for 2022. We just do. And it's a lot of it has to do with the levels of success that I'm able to generate for you. Okay? A lot of the goals that I have for 2022 have to deal with levels of success that I'm able to generate for you. Okay? And that's the way it needs to be. All right? So I appreciate people like Pathfinder tonight coming in at and renewing his VIP, going back into VIP. It's very nice to see that. And you guys understanding just kind of the needs of the channel, etc. And so we definitely appreciate those moments where Angel's able to rip into super chats, etc. And my goal is to create him some extraordinary profits with some trades to the extent I can facilitate that. That's we spend enough time on the channel. Otherwise, how could we not? That's just the bottom line. Now let's go to Luna real quickly. Let's see what Luna has going on. Bum, bum, bum. There she goes. Look at that. Let's see what we have. Doing a little bit of homework on Luna regression analysis. Let's see what we have. Let's get rid of some of these details. We covered real briefly in a stream or two, just 50%, around the 50% pickup. Next pickup would have been at $36 to $39. She didn't want to go there, which was fine. Upside trajectory, we'd like to see a new all-time high. She's joining the ranks of like Phantom, of One, of Cosmos, in that she's having a recent repeat here of the all-time high. If you look at Luna moving up 2.46%, starting to defy the market a bit. And look at that 4-hourly. I'd say that 4-hourly is kind of an interesting take on the pattern formation that's in process. As you break out of, it's a flag like, I'd say more of a pennant-like structure right now, bullish. She ripped to the upside 20% plus previously, a number of days ago. Certainly within her capacity to come at it again, and that would be the 100% completion up to 109, really up to the 111, $112. So again, something to trade. Great coin to trade. Always ready to double down. Always ready to double down with that heavy cash reserve. It's just printing money for people who are ready to double down. It's just, well, you can imagine if you had taken a double down approach to each and every level of the Fibonacci here, and you were just sitting at the 50% doubled down. You can mess with the formula as much as you want to and become creative, etc. But if you had just carried down, just look at this from the 23. This is the 23 to the 38 to the 50. If you just scheduled in heavier, boom. Cover upside position, boom, boom, boom. Easy formula for Luna. It just wants to double down is what it wants. And when you give it to it, it reacts extremely well. It's beyond making sense. It's just it is inarguable in terms of its ability to consistently create cash with doubling and tripling down at levels of the Fibonacci. You see the 38.2 played extremely well. Also, 38.2, if you chose to trade the 38.2 up to a line of resistance, traded for about 40%. The 50%, and it hung out for 1 month sideways. Not exactly ideal, as you would look at that. But after it's gotten up and going from that 50% retracement, there we go, 82%. Still not a gala, still not a Sheeb in terms of the overall returns, but it's, and gala and Sheeb have 5L. So to the extent that it's in its own class, it deserves to be. It has a little bit different utility and different feel. It's also got, it's got some fun flavor to it as well in terms of not just being USDT, but it's got some, they try and have fun in their community, which we pay attention to a little bit as well. I'm sure it's off the cuff. They're lunatics and different that they try and have fun. So, yeah, always ready to double, triple down on Luna. You've done extremely well. If you have hit my price target of $4.60, you've done even better. Without a doubt. And nice to have Pathfinder talking about that 86 that he hit on Doge. Just hitting a target. Buy at support, sell at resistance. Trade your patterns. Hit your targets. Easy stuff. Never changes. You just got to find your support. You got to find your resistance. Sounds real easy, doesn't it, guys? Just buy, support, sell at resistance. Well, you got to find your resistance, right? You just got to find your pattern. You got to find the right pattern. So there's a lot of work to it. There's some details that go into the framework. So that's important as we look at the context of like Bitcoin. You got to find that micro ascending triangle under 30,000. Bam. It's, it's a little work. The market doesn't sleep. We do, technically. Technically, we do. So it's, but, we like to be up when Asia's up, etc. Slovenia in the house. Slovenia, maybe, Pathfinder, maybe you need to wake up early. Not sure. But I'm glad that I caught you early. I decided to stream early. I don't mind doing that. Sometimes I'll stay up. If there's interest, I'll stay up and stream, throughout Asian hours, etc. We'll cover a lot,
that's not a foreign concept to us. Staying up and working through those hours when there's interest, when there's some sort of an interest, or when you're expressing to me that there's maybe a need for it, or you guys would like that to be done for the group, right? For you. So looking at this hit, we understand we're coming right back into the level of potential support. These moving averages on Bitcoin on the 4 hourly, crucial to maintain price above. We just cruised down through these levels here. If you look back to that, they're constricted right now, which is a little bit more interesting. But the preceding zone here, you just see, right, just a pour right down through those, just not even really recognized. So that's a crucial aspect here. We have again this level of preceding resistance in the form of an ascending wedge, which we wouldn't expect to really hold. Bull flag, inverse head and shoulders with a trajectory up. Expect volatility. This was a nice call, by the way. Just to let you guys know, nobody had that. I try and bring you guys technicals that nobody has. That's what I just like to do. Is like, what can I show them that nobody has this line, or nobody has this specific chart? I'm still up. Glad I caught the stream. We are so glad you caught the stream and enjoy the restricted zone in the back. And post us up a great chart of what you're looking at or what you're trading, Pathfinder. And that's just, that's so cool that he is back in the house. That's nice. In 2022, we're building. We are building. And I got to give Nikki a wrench, Angel, because we got to have badges back here. So badge or wrench or something. Yeah. Yeah, Angel, we got to get you badges, man. I think you're the only guy around here without a badge. You got to get a badge, Angel. You got to get a badge. I know you got different accounts, but we got to get you a badge. Pathfinder just got his and everything else. That's cool. So I'm sure you're working on those details. It's good to have a wrench, but it's nice. Like AJ Crypto, you have a badge for like, I think he's the longest badge holder. So it's, you know, it's nice. It's nice to say, well, you'll have a different color on your badge. You'll have different things that shows like tenure. Of course, the wrench is the wrench. But there we go. Yeah, we like those badges. Just kindly requested that you guys have badges. I already put the Doge back there, what I'm currently looking at. Awesome. Thank you so much, Pathfinder. We look forward to 2022 and a great VIP come a profitable year. Bam. Bam, 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 boom. There we go. So we can allow price to unwind a bit. If you guys have any questions in the comments, that'd be great. I gave Nikki a wrench. I don't think Nikki's supposed to have a badge. Everyone else just kindly requested that you have a badge. Appreciate Pathfinder coming on home to VIP. This makes my life a lot easier, guys. Just makes it a lot easier. And I removed a comment earlier from Daryl. Just Daryl, because you said a few times you're going to get it done. You're going to get it done. And just get it done, man. Hit the button. Just real easy. Just hit the button, get the badge. You know, it's just real easy to do that. Just respect me and the channel and the framework of YouTube and everything else. It's just otherwise it's really annoying for me to sit here and tell people to get one. You have no idea how annoying it is to sit here and tell people to get one. It is so annoying. So didn't have to bug Pathfinder at all. Boom. That's VIP. That is VIP big time, hitting his targets, everything else. He's got the low price in the market on a coin right now. Period. That's VIP. That's awesome. So what I'll do is, guys, I will let you go. I'll be in the back with the DM restricted zone, etc. I will be on the framework there, and we'll let Slovenia get a little bit of rest. We could go all night, but also I think Big Guy Angel, numero uno, top extraordinaire VIP. What's up, brother? I think you need some rest too. Maybe at least the opportunity to rest if you'd like to. Okay, if you'd like to, or if you need to, just a little bit, right? Get that maybe get that cough medicine or something else if you need it, just in case. We want to make sure that you're taken care of. One question, sure. USDT.D. There we go. So much better being a part of a good group when trading. Amen. That's right, brother. That is the truth. That is just the truth, Pathfinder. I hope you catalog that, Angel and everybody else, because it's just the truth. We try and be a really solid group, and it just makes a big difference. Nothing bad going on in the back of our restricted zones. There's nothing like, it's solid. Big triangulation on the macro daily and a small triangulation within the macro on USDT.D. Okay, glad you would ask that specific question from Slovenia. Now, look at that. Let's see what I have here. Let's look at now I have a different USDT.D chart. You guys want to know why? Huh? Why do I have this chart like this? Now, I could show this to people, and they're not going to get it. I'm just going to tell you, people aren't going to quite understand why I have this lined out like this. No one's going to understand this. Okay? Now, I'll go through the differences in terms of the chart. Now, there's an inverse correlation between the movement of USDT, people into USDT versus the crypto prices. So, USDT goes up, crypto prices go down. USDT goes down, crypto prices go up, okay? Inverse correlation, moving in opposite directions. Crypto prices go up, USDT, and we're going to put crypto prices, okay? Okay, crypto prices go up, and USDT.D, USDT dominance. Let me do this. Dominance. USDT.D dominance goes down. Okay? So I'm going to line this out, then I'm going to show you on the chart why I have my chart set up the way that I do. And I think that you'll appreciate it. I think that you'll agree with it to some extent. I think you'll appreciate what the concept that's being garnered here is. Let's see. Crypto prices up. USDT dominance down. And we can do like crypto prices down, USDT dominance up. Okay? This is the idea. When crypto prices go up, USDT dominance goes down. Right? Just like that. The inverse correlation. And when crypto prices go down, here, USDT, okay, tether, essentially, dominance goes. When dominance of tether goes up, crypto prices go down. You have that inverse relationship. Prices up, dominance down. Prices down, dominance up. Okay? You guys get that, right? Real simple stuff, right? Inverse correlation. Type this out here. Inverse correlation. Easy stuff. Now, you guys get that. In terms of the chart, the way I have the chart right now, and I want to know exactly what the question may be. Let me see what you got here. Big triangulation on the macro daily and a smaller triangulation within the macro. All right. Now, I have this set up like this. Reason being, let's go to the weekly real quickly. Let's see what we have on the weekly. Let's see what we have on the monthly. Always go to your weekly, go to your monthly. Before you draw a line on something as important as as something as important, please pay attention. In terms of value presented, guys, please pay attention. Appreciate when you guys recognize value. Okay? Go to your monthly chart on your tether dominance. Okay? Before you play around with the other time frames, start big picture, go in to the smaller time frames. Talking about crypto prices, USDT dominance, inverse correlation. You guys got that, right? Now, what we have on the monthly, go big time frame. Okay, go to the big time frame. Start monthly. Work down into weekly, work down into daily, work down into your 4 hour, if you want to go 6 hour, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute, 5 minute, okay? On the monthly chart, we have this symmetrical triangle formation. No one talking about this. Big deal. Find your monthly chart USDT.D. This go up and complete into some sort of a channel line formation or a full amplitude move of the expectation of the symmetrical triangulation, guys. Then we got some issues with the price of crypto, to the extent you have cross implications on dominance issues as pertaining to Bitcoin vis-a-vis the other cryptocurrencies. You've got some other interesting issues to analyze with their own set of correlatives to work into the magic of where things are headed, guys. You get that, right? This is symmetrical triangulation. This is a clear breakout. Clear breakout. Boom. Resistance, up and over to attempt to confirm it as support on the monthly time frame. It's a big deal. Big deal. So carrying it down to the daily, well, doesn't look that bad. It's just the monthly chart as presented right now. There's no clearer chart that you can look at in terms of USDT.D to understand what's trying to be potentially communicated. Like, no, it's trying to be directly communicated to the traders who are looking at the monthly that, Houston, we may have a problem. That's just, it's not a right or wrong. It's not a, oh, London, this failed. I told you so. Excuse me? Excuse me? Like, you must be with some other group, right? Because it's not a challenge of what is going what direction. It's not a I win this trade. It's not a I told you so. No, it's that if you are aligned with classical technical analysis as it's applied throughout the top traders, you understand exactly what's going on here. You understand the pitfalls as to how it could fail, how it could succeed, what the upside targets are, etc. You understand the complications of the lower dynamics, okay? You understand all those things. It's not a competition of who's going to win. It's that this is correct, period. Now, will it fail or succeed? We'll handle that, but you don't get possessive or proud about your solution being the right one. This is the right chart because it is the chart. This is the right pattern because it is the pattern. You don't espouse emotion, or you don't collect emotion along the way with being right or wrong on a move like this. It clouds your judgment, guys. It'll make you a less effective trader and potentially less respected as well. Always go full throttle in terms of just respecting respecting your patterns. Respect technical analysis. Respect it. Just that's what differentiates us. Let me see. You have yours on the daily. Looks much more cleaner on the monthly. And let me get into, I'm going to put this on, I'm going to put this in the back here for VIP so that they understand what is occurring with this. And I'm just going to screenshot this and get it to the back so that everyone has this. Yo, what's up? He's saying, Pathfinder saying, what's up? I'm going to give you a new chart in the back to look at, which is this diagram with the USDT.D within the framework of the symmetrical triangulation. Okay, so that you guys will have this to look at going forward in terms of what is occurring. Okay, that's from Murphy's book, copyright, New York Institute of Finance, etc. But that crypto prices, USDT dominance, inverse correlation. Crypto prices up, down, USDT dominance, tether dominance down, up. Okay. So look at that larger time frame. And there's a little bit of variation on the lower time frames. The lower time frames have variation in terms of what line may need to be carried up, which is why I have this. This is a separate discussion as to why I have this coinciding, which is differential. There's an answer in there, okay? I have an answer in here as to this. I have an answer in here as to this, okay? So, glad you brought that up. Just a real good reminder, always look into the different time frames. Larger time frames. Love those larger time frames. That's how we found the 30,000. Right? That's how we found, what was that? Let's go into here. Let's do the kingdom. And what was it? Something big. I like this. You can always look this up. Weekly, I see something big. I had an answer in there on Bitcoin on the prior retrace at 30,630. 30,630. And other people say, well, look at all you had your targets underneath. Good, huh? That's good, huh? At 30,630, I see something big. Yeah, but you had targets underneath it. Yeah, I sure did. And I saw something big at 30,600. Right? At 30,600. Boom. 30,600. Yes, sir. That's something big. 30,600 to bam, bam, 125% on heavy cash positions. That's big. That's VIP. That's money. We appreciate you guys being VIP. We also appreciate super chats. We appreciate involvement to the extent that it lets us know you're doing well. It lets me know you're doing well. I find this in the back, 135% move on Bitcoin, etc. Like, it helps me know you're doing well. It helps me know you're making money. Buy at support, sell at resistance. And I say on patterns, guys, trade your patterns. What I find back here to set this thing off? Ascending triangle. So in the context of USDT.D, tether dominance, dang sure you watch your patterns. No, we don't, no if, and, or but. Not around here. You trade your patterns. Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns. And hit your targets. Not just on the downside, on the upside. 2 sets of targets, below and above. We're always buying, we're always selling. Right? You got targets on the upside to sell, targets on the downside to buy. Reframe your mind. Where do you buy? You're always buying where? Lower. You're always selling where? Higher. Just constantly reframing your mind around the market, the requirements of the market, because it can get emotional. It can get difficult for the average person to compete. But I appreciate your super chats. It lets me know you're doing well. That's the bottom line. I get to tell people, they're like, oh, well, Angel, $58,000. Like, okay, well, I need to know Angel's making millions of dollars a year. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense for him to be around here at all. So 58,000, okay. No, that's not the point. He rack in, bam. He lets us know he's doing well. Lets us know he's beating his trades. He's winning. That's what this environment is about. So if you guys haven't stepped up into like super chats this year, like think about it. Like slam into a trade. Do something impressive. Some of you guys sitting there in the background. Well, let us know you're doing well. Like, 35% max. Told you guys get a position here, just buy one. Have a position right now. I just tell you, have a position right now. Most of you do. The ones that do too much, you have a hodl problem. You have a hodl problem. Not a VIP problem. VIP don't have a hodl problem. We trade. Send that hodl stuff to the Social Security, what is it? What is the security lockbox? What is it? Bank. Safety, security, whatever it is. Throw it in the attic. Do something else. Put it in a cold storage. What are those things called at the bank anymore? Anybody use a bank around here? I would know, I guess, but I mean, who wants to go into a bank? Maybe one of those cool ones in like Switzerland. They take you in the back with the biometric Jason Bourne and everything else. Yes, sir. I'm here. Those are cool. I like those. Very, very nice. Now we got all kinds of cool stuff. What is this other deal? We do have this one, huh? I need to find the specific. You guys, you saw the satellite that we launched. The satellite is sweet, huh? You see those graphics? That's nice. This Bitcoin Sat X1-3. That's pretty sweet, guys. That is not bad, huh? So we've upgraded a little bit in 2022. It's the touch. Important. Let's just say if this can go up, BTC will be at a good price. That's it. Yes, Pathfinder. Yes. You understand the dynamics in play. Confirmed. That's just hugely important. Thank you for the input. Bam. Real simple stuff, huh? Just interaction. Awesome. And now I know Pathfinder gets it. That's huge. That's a success for the day. All right. All right. Way to go. So you guys saw the set. There he is. Angel's back. Back away from Nikki. What's up? What's up? What's up? VIPs. Fire. Thank you, Angel. Boom. Angel, we wanted you to get a badge. I don't know why. I want you to have a badge. We want you to have a badge and a wrench. We just want you to have one. Ba-boom. What do you got? Porter. Porter had to go to bed. Porter went to sleep. Let's throw up, I want to do the, we have the space rocket. We have the starting soon. I want to do something. You guys want to see the jet? You guys want to see the jet, huh? This is so cool. This is one of those things that you just have to understand. He's really, really just VIP. Nobody has a jet like this. Let's get into it. Let's see what we got. All right, all right. Let's see the VIP jet. All right, 2022. Just don't put anything beyond us. I'm gonna tell you that. Don't put anything beyond us. All right. Now let me get into the framework here of. Let's see this. You guys will like this. Pay attention. We're gonna do a little flyby on the VIP as we watch price down 2.67%, 41,325. Called that level of resistance. Boom. In the house. Bam. Nailed it. Let's go see what we can do with a jet flyby. VIPs around the world, including Slovenia. Pathfinder back from Slovenia. Woohoo. He's joined back in the group. He's from Slovenia. Now, let's do this. Do you guys realize how cool that is? I hope you do. I hope it's on your big screen TV. I hope you like it. There is more in 2022 coming from that direction. That is a sweet jet. Down to the actual, down to the sound effects, everything. The camera work is nice. Bring it up. Angel's back. Hey, we know Pathfinder using those Ferraris. What is up? What is up? Boom. Yeah. God, it looks good, huh? That jet looks sweet. Thank you, Angel. That jet looks sweet on that TV. That is amazing. I just sent him a little... that looks awesome, doesn't it, guys? Sweet. Look at that. Boom. That really looks nice. I'm impressed. Very, very nice. There's all kinds of cool stuff that we can do in crypto. You know, they're just, as you look at it, because I look at that jet there, and he sent me a screenshot. I'll upload that over to let's see where I can get that over to VIP Spike. Let me get that over to Spike. It's just sweet looking. I mean, if you look at it, it's awesome. Look at this. This just looks awesome when I look at what you guys are seeing. Let me boom. Look at that. That's the wrong one. That didn't do it. I did it wrong. Where is it? Let's see here. I got to download it. Yeah, all these phones. Let's see what we got. Bam. Here we go. Yeah, this is just sweet. Look at this. That is so cool that you guys watched that. How cool is that, guys? That is awesome. Look at that. Number one. That is just awesome. Boom. Nobody got a jet like that. It's nice. And people do have jets like that. I have had a jet like that. Used to hate making the pilots wait. Believe it or not, it's the little things, huh? You look at that, it's like, well, I have a jet. Well, I have money to fuel up my jet. It's like if you can have a jet if you can afford the fuel in a jet, just so you know. But it's how fast is your jet, just so you know. It's like, oh, you're on a private jet. Ooh, that's nice. No. It's how fast is your jet becomes the critical question. You see somebody getting onto a lawnmower, in the form of a jet engine. That's not what we want. It's how fast is your jet. All right? I used to fly on the fastest civilian jet on the planet. That's the way to do it. The Citation 10. Boom. Way to roll. The world has changed a little bit since then. You can't exactly just fly wherever you want to and go enjoy your vacation or whatever else it is. But yeah, the Citation 10 fastest civilian jet on the planet. When you get off that thing, I'm telling you guys, when you get off of the fastest civilian jet on the planet, literally, you're still moving, guys. I mean, you think you get excited with the market, this and that. No, you're still moving with the fastest civilian jet on the planet. The Citation 10, you get off of that jet, you are still going. You go your business meeting, you go anything else, they're like crawling. They're like snails. Like it's like you're going. You're moving. It's nice. Fast jet. A lot of fun. BTC down 3%. A little bit of red in the market today. USDT up. Luna up 2%. See what we got. 2% Luna. XMR, flat. Gold, kind of flat, 1900. Let's look at the gold chart. Let's see what we got. Boring gold. We want to talk about boring gold. Boring gold. Let's see what we got here. On the daily, let's go to the monthly. Got to go to the monthly. Oh, there we go on the monthly. Now you can see it, huh? Aha. Yeah. I think that's about the best take you're going to get on the gold market. Copy that. Now, ooh, she's a slow mover, isn't she? Slow. We brought her back up in this area when she was trying to formulate like a bull flag. Huh? She wants to drop out of the bull flag, do whatever she wants to do. Like, you guys want to lay BTC over? Let's lay BTC over. BTC USDT. And dun. Let's see what we got on. Let's see. Boom. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Let's do new price. I don't want a new pane. Let's do this. Let's go to the 4 hourly. Yep, a little bit of correlative. That's on the 4 hourly. So right now, gold up. It's just. It's just a mixture. You're finding a mixture. You're finding like some random correlatives, guys, because you're seeing gold as a safe haven bet for both wartime, different issues, right? Hedge against rising rates, etc. Right? So the gold versus BTC isn't exactly what people want it to be in terms of the either or, right? Not necessarily the either or. Dot. Interesting. If you guys did your homework on dot, did you snap to grid? Did you snap, bam, with the magnet tool to your outermost? Did you guys? Your outermost line of resistance? I sent Angel and VIP something along those lines just to show you we're expressing that difficulty there. In terms of that line was being respected from the candle wicks up above. And dot still struggling to get up and out of them. I was going to say out of it or out of them. Anyway, easy for me to say. So, she needs time. Dot needs time. No problem. Easy stuff. She needs an extra month. No problem. Needs an extra day. No problem. However that much that time is that she needs, let her take her time. And let's see what we got. So, let's see. In terms of things, I am in the mood for a Cohiba. I want to tell you guys, we not only have a bull, okay, and I know the bull is, I'm not going to show the full bull again, but I like the bull. You guys know the bull. I like the jet. I like the satellite. I like the rocket. I like these things that we have. I like that I changed Angel into a spaceman. I like that I have his scanner rays. Listen to this. And I just like this stuff because it's a little bit different. It's something for us to do while we're hanging around waiting for price action. We can talk technicals all day long and crypto all day long, but a little different, a little something different. So in 2022, I have to tell you right now, I have Cohiba cigars. Yes, cigars, but I have the lighters. Okay, these are really nice lighters, and I want to give them out as like presents or gifts or something because I got in, I have to tell you guys, I got in the VIP cards that we were going to do. Guys, they're awful. I bought the best ones I could get from this or that. They're just awful. And I tried to get the design guys from US Open. You guys know I pushed on that, right? It just, I have them. One of them is in the trash right now. I'll take a picture of it. It's in the trash. Literally, I'm like, it's that kind of deal. So in terms of that, while we continue to wait for the developments in 2022, like a nice, like VIP card, bam. And the one I have is like you tap your phone to it, it gets all the information and credentials. It's kind of cool deal. But it doesn't look the way I want it to look. It's not really, it's not full-fledged. Like I'm a Cohiba guy, like I like a nice cigar. It's like, that's not a good cigar, like it's not a good card, whatever it is. So I have lighters. And what I want to do is I want to get engraved on the lighter. It's a nice Cohiba lighter, and it's a nice Cohiba lighter, guys. It's like nice Cohiba lighter. I want to get engraved on the Cohiba lighter VIP. Okay, so that's the only thing I have left to do. I went to the jeweler. Yes, a jeweler, like actual custom engraving jeweler today. Fact. I went to a custom engraved jeweler today so you guys can have, okay, a VIP Cohiba custom engraved lighter. Okay? So, it ain't going to be bad. I went to the jeweler today, period. I got the lighters. Yeah, they're nice lighters, guys. Don't look up online. Oh, I found one for $30 or $20. No. Don't look that stuff up. We're not gonna have any cheap Cohiba lighter around here. So, in terms of that, I want you guys to look forward to that kind of stuff in 2022, and I have that on hand. I have that. I'm excited to have that on hand. So, watching this price function return to, you guys get this, return to prior resistance. Show me a prior resistance, I will show you orders. Boom. You guys know this, right? Prior resistance, I will show you orders. Return to function, boom. Easy stuff for VIP. You know this. Number one group. Guys, it's London with Crypto Kingdom Bitcoin Spike. Appreciate you guys being around. And Pathfinder, you stole the show tonight. You stole the show. And we got Angel in the house. What's up, brother? Hey, there he is. My man, Angel. Bam. Bam. I'm going to go hang out for a bit, guys. Catch me in the back. And I got those lighters. Yes, I went to go. The good thing is I went to check things out with the jeweler. So we're going to get that engraved. It'll be something cool. You'll have it for a long time. So I'm looking forward to cool stuff like that. And know that I'm working on details as we look into building in 2022. It's going to be fun. We want to get into trading. I want to feature some of your trades or my trades or something. We got to get into some of that mess soon. Okay, so that's on the map, on the goal. In addition, some other key goals we have for 2022. I appreciate you guys being here. Want Pathfinder to get some rest. He's over in Slovenia. And Angel, brother, I'll be around on the cell phone here in a bit. Watching the price pour down is a lot easier when we call the resistance. We'll talk to you soon, guys. This is London. We'll be here tomorrow night. I'll cut a quick video for the review of the technicals. We'll be around. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for tuning in.